Speed of NQ71. Speed of NQ71. DCDMNQ on the 3. Fib.em on the 1. Lower bands on the 27. Double delta em on the 1. Double delta em on the 1.
Test now, test now. 1, 2, test 2, test 2, test 3. All right, now we're working. All right, getting the live stream machine pumping back up here. Wow. Okay, I definitely want to take that here, but it feels like first we are a strong sell here, so I'm going to see if I can grab a quick bag here before the pop-up here. See if I can grab 10 out of it or not. This could pop up here. Just one moment. Sorry, trying to happening while I'm getting things started here this morning. And I'll close that one right there. Got to grab a little tiny bag there. We got super strong sell on this area here after the Enigma. Just saw that as I came on to the live stream. Welcome aboard. It's Friday, full auto Friday, so we're going to be doing some advanced level chats here today. We're going to talk about full auto. We're going to talk about new tools coming out. Music is probably a little loud. We got a little bit of a music adjustment. Somebody asked the other day for some of the old school music, and I'm going to try to find it for you guys.
Double delta em on the 2. Lower bands on the 1. Lower bands.
That's not it.
100 of YM52.
Is that it? Nope, that's not it. I don't think that's it either. That's all right. We'll just do what we do. You know what we do, right?
ICT.
Alrighty then, let's get to it. I'm gonna find that.
Speed of NQ57. Lower bands touching on the 20, double delta NQ on the 3. Double delta NQ on the 3.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is ALGOBOX, and why do our traders absolutely
Speed of NQ97. Speed of NQ98.
Michael Oathroom.
Lower bands touching on the 89. Lower bands touching on the 27. Double delta em on the 8. Double delta NQ on the 3. Fib.em on the 1.
Are you ready? Indeed. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Let's get to it. I was trying to find that playlist for the Nomads. They had said they really liked an old school throwback Thursday.
Double delta em.
I gotta find that song. It's bothering me that I couldn't find it. Sorry. Bottom left. Let's go bottom left.
CFTC.
That's not bottom left. Which one's bottom left? Here we go. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Fib.em on the 1.
Training. Bottom left.
Delta NQ on the 3.
There we go. No, it's still not the one I'm looking for. Sorry, moving some stuff around here on OBS. All right, we'll get the current music going until I figure that one out. Probably it might be. Oh man, it might be on my old machine. I have to go back and find it on the old machine. I think I've copied the playlist though, so
Enigma short on the
we'll sort it. Oh, you know I got to take that. All right, we'll give this one a shot here.
DCDM-NQ on the 3.
Don't like that I'm here and buyers step in like crazy, but it is moving fast, so probably not going to last. We got a super AO back behind it.
Target filled.
There's target 1. Are we going to get 2? There's a green dot, so I'll take that one real quick here off of the super AO, because why not? It's Friday. How's everybody doing? We good? All right, label that one. Everybody type it there in the chat. What do you see here? Pop quiz. Again, on Fridays we'll talk about advanced level stuff, but I want you guys to participate. It's all about teaching and training. Little easy bag there. Right before that, another super AO to the long side for the bottom out there. F12, get it labeled. And that is a, remember, this is a super duper. Why? Tell me, why is it a super duper? Or what's the difference between a super and a super duper?
Q78. DCDM-em on the 1.
Yes, we got the super power moonshot. Why power? Because it's not just a cross, it is a power cross, right? All right, so let's draw this one. Super power moonshot short exit on the opposing signal, which was the green dot. Yes, target 1, and then it didn't get all the way to the Enigma target because we got an opposing signal in front, right? You guys pay attention to lessons. I hope you guys are going through the lessons. I see a lot of people not putting comments on the videos. How can I help you as a mentor if you don't put comments on the videos you watch? It's hard for me to know what you've watched, what you haven't. It's my easiest way to know what videos you've watched, which ones you haven't, and to know, okay, hey, if you, particularly this is for the people that come in and, you know, that struggle. If they're like, hey, I'm having issues with this or that, or I've got questions around, you know, whatever topic. Sometimes they don't know what the topic is. I'll hear like a generic thing like, oh, yeah, strategies aren't working today. Are you sure? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm on this live stream every day, so there's something. Just saying. All right, but help me out. If you are going through the training, make sure you drop a comment, even if it's just like, watched it, thanks, smiley face, something. So it's real easy for me to search for like somebody's name. So I'm like, hey, what's your YouTube name? And then I'll do a quick search for it, and I'll look to see what videos you might not have watched. Okay, it's as simple as that. And doesn't always mean I'm just going to go over here and go like, Vinny, I get it. I can see the videos I haven't watched. No, it's not like that. It is simply that I kind of get an idea of where you might be at in your training. I realize it's 100 videos. Okay, so some people don't. I mean, I don't want to say some people. Like a lot of people don't finish the videos. Like they come in here, they see live stream, they see a super AO, and they're like, oh, I get it. Super AO, cool. I mean, I can do a super AO. But the harder parts are around the filtering. Like, how do I read from the MACV Ultimate on the left and knowing the fiddle zone area? All of the real heavy details come in these. How do we know when, like, what are these arrows right here? Missile has been pointing these out in the Nomad streams recently in the evening setups, but that little arrow right there, you can actually have this draw a vertical on your chart to make your own kind of side filter. And by side, I mean horizontal filter, and we'll go through some of that perhaps here today as well if you guys have questions. But my main thing I want to start out with is please do yourself a favor, drop comments on those videos when you watch them, even if it's just saying thanks. First of all, I'd appreciate it, number one. And you know, karmic stuff, you know, do something nice for somebody. Do it for me. How about that? Just do a nice thing for me. I'd appreciate it. And do it for yourself.
Double delta NQ on the 3.
Makes sense? Okay, let's see. So that ended up doing a trap. Okay, how about this? Do we have pop quiz? Do we have crosses on crowns or crosses in valleys here?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Crosses on crowns or crosses on valleys? Type cross, I'm sorry, crown or valley. And then if you have been paying attention to the trainings, you'll know what that means. Let me get the chats here on screen. Had to close out my Super AO there for a small loss here. Let me show you guys that in just a second. Oh, and it's coming back up.
Speed of NQ 89.
All right, see if I can get this sized appropriately.
89.
There we go.
J hook long NQ on the 3.
Crown going down. Please don't give me a seizure. All the requests. All the requests. Okay, so I had a Super AO that didn't work out. Okay, so this one right here ended up having to, I was like, I see it starting to come down here, and closing that one out quickly. Did not, a rare Super AO failure there on that one. Over on NQ, keeping that one in my eyeballs there. So we are, let's turn the sound on here. We got, I am 3 trades in. That one was a loss there. 2 and 3. Yeah, so if you said crowns, you are correct. Got lots of crowns, no valleys. Perfect. So when we're in a crown, crowns going down, right? So kind of helped with that one. If you see that up move, we've been extended, we've walked it up. Stairs, right? You see the stairs? Stairway to heaven. That's fine. We stairwayed. Great. Now, if they were shooting straight legs, we might be concerned with that. But the straight legs came where, right? There's the straight leg. Zoom. So now, look, everybody's excited. There's everybody pressing long, right? Who's this? Oh, that's it. This is a difficult one. It's Advanced Level Friday. So remember, we got our retail names, right? We got Speculator Seth.
Double delta on the 1.
Mike Swartz. And then who's this guy? Who's the last guy in? What do we call him? What's the last guy in? What's the last guy in? What's his name? That's a tough one. Let's see who's really been paying attention to live streams. Oh, got to take a shot at that. Super Enigma. It's a super moonshot with a headshot. Wow, a lot going on with that one. I'm way behind on the entry, unfortunately.
Target filled. Target filled. Target filled.
Terrible entry.
Target filled.
I gotta stop talking to you guys so much. All right. So what's that one right there? Wow, a lot going on there. We have, look at all the confluence here. I might run out of space to type all the things going on this one. So we have a headshot. First thing, it's actually shark back first.
Speed of NQ53.
Shark back. No, I can't spell shark today. Shark back. Headshot. Super moon. Gonna run out of space to write all that. Holy cow. So, shark back, headshot, super moon, short on that. After, nice straight legs. Yeah, HMD, shark back, headshot. Yeah, all of the above. Exactly. There was a lot going on with that one. But yeah, great combination of things right there.
Speed of NQ71.
Who said late Nate? Yes, we got some late Nates. All right, let me see who was really paying attention. John, of course. We got the nomads know what's up. Late Nate. That's right, late Nate. Trades by Matt. Probably. Let's see. Matt and ICT. Fred. Yeah, Freddie and those guys. I think those are usually our first ones. But late Nate, he's the important one. He's like when the thing is finally going to make the move is late Nate. Okay, here's late Nate showing up again. So look, this top of crown. Yes. Top of crown. Yes. Top of crown. Late Nate. It's like, oh, me too. Nope. Nope. Headshot. So late Nate shows up here on a headshot and she comes short. Yes, because crowns, folks. Just put this into your memory banks, please. Okay, put it in the memory banks. Okay, now let's say the opposite while we're here. Don't get confused. I'm shifting now. Okay, so we talked about top of the crown. We're going down. Okay, what about the other one? What's the other phrase if they're in the valley? Somebody type that in for me. What's our phrase in the valley? What? And we might add a little modification to my original because somebody came up with another good one that actually makes a little more sense, I'll be honest. Okay, potential split cross reversal here now. We might want to pop back up. Split cross reversal, probably an SCR. I'm going to label it ahead of time, but I'm not going to take it because I've already been behind on a couple of these. And I'm on such a good streak here. Like, why mess it up right now? And of course I'm kind of behind on these and I'm really concentrating on my chats with you guys. Going up the alley. That's right. Now somebody else said continue the rally. I like that. Kind of actually makes a little more sense, I'll be honest. So they came up with a better one than I did off the, mine was off the fly. I think they had a little time to think about it, but hey, I like it. The rally, right? They call it rallies. So in the valley, continue the rally. Everybody understand that one?
Double delta NQ on the 3.
up the Copier. Up the Copier. Ibuprofen's kicking in. fingers not typing right. Yes.
Double delta NQ on the 3.
In the valley, continue the rally. I like it. But at the time I did say up the alley because I think about the channel regulators.
NQ on the 3.
I do want to take a quick stab at this. First AO after a big move. Big long moves here. Going to see if I could get this one. I'm going to put my stop back. Ooh, we're pushing down pretty hard there. Might get a stop out here. Putting my stop at the bottom of the cross. Keeping it tight here.
Double delta.
Let's see. But we are also at a shark back on the 4s. Okay, took a little heat here, so I'm going to peel half. Looking for the AO. This is a 1 AO play. And
Speed of NQ94. Speed of NQ90.
looking to see if we're going to catch that little doggy trap here. Okay, there's late Nate potentially. Let's see if we're going to get the pop up here. Got my finger over the close. If not, hey Chris, good to see you, my friend. Chris has been killing it this week. Saw your numbers in the chat. Well done, sir. Smashing job.
Speed of NQ50. Enigma short.
You got strong sell over there on the nerd. All right, I'm gonna kill it. No, didn't work. Thought we were gonna get the 1 AO. I can always re-enter here. I'm gonna draw a line, press F6 here. All right, so there's my re-entry line if we do decide to take off above that little section right there. Let's see, did NQ do anything interesting here? We've got a lot of ready DDs, folks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw this one out. This is a pretty large one. Titanic zone here.
Speed of NQ60.
Potential. And so targeting up here 20914s after the trap. There's a crab trap right there. I'm going to start working that one. Going in quarter position here. And targeting. So if we're trapping in down here at the bottom of this zone, there it is. There's 151 ticks. So that kind of tends to be the big play scenarios there. We'll see how this one plays out here. If we catch that trap.
Lower bands.
Nope. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. Well, I got to retry on an AO. Double move scenario. Let me press F6 here. Hopefully we're not just getting a little dive bomb out here. Can I press F8 please, not F6?
Double delta E.
So this move in the middle of those, yeah, we're right there at the double move. So I do like what's going on here for the pop-up trap potential. I'm going to go full position to move back in, and then I'll size down as we get into this area here. Hopefully some opposing signals.
Fib.em on the 1. Double delta NQ on the 3. Speed of NQ89. Speed of NQ89.
All right, peel half there on the opposing signal. We're at the top of the channel, and we do have a red there as well. Peel in half, got 38, 40 ticks there on the pop-up. All right, I'm going to close it there. Got back to my original. A lot of speed here. We are full send red here on it, but that's the first touch. So wanted to see if we could catch more out of it. I'll look for it. Here we go. We are crossing through the midpoint. Let's see if we go on a run.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Oh, okay. Wait for it.
Speed of NQ69.
Hesitated, but it went straight to target there. Just because my current idea is whether or not this is the trap back behind the triple ready DDs. But we've kind of busted that. We went too far down for it. I usually like to see these traps stay inside of this zone. This is why it's making me nervous that we may get that continuation. We normally want to see it stay inside that zone. The trap land back here and then stay in it. This one was, it's a little bit deeper. Okay, Super AO. I like this one better. Let's go with this one. I like the look of that. I like this one a lot better. Super AO, making it easier for me there. Let me move my NQ out of the way here. Focus on my YM play here. Got a
Speed of NQ73.
Super AO after a relatively straight down leg there. Big dump out. Red on. Yeah, it's a nice perfect super. My concern is, can people look around for any clustering? Have we seen any clustering today? I did not do any cluster checks earlier on any of the nerds. Do we have a cluster on the 1s, 2s, or 3s somewhere that I might have missed?
Enigma short on the NQ3. Speed of NQ59. DCDM NQ on the 3.
No. Nope.
Double delta team on the 27.
Thank you, David. No clustering 1s, 2s, or 3s you see. Okay, well then these should be working. I'm just need to wait for the moment. Another. This is back-to-back Super AO here. All right, I'm going to try the second one.
Double delta NQ on the 3.
Here comes King Timing. Feels like this could just keep on going, though. It is Friday, and feels like people might be trying to catch the bottom here.
NQ68.
No, not worth it. I'm going to close it. This is tricky. This is tricky action going on here right now. It is what looks like higher time frame. We're just, I mean, look at this thing. Gigantinormous, right? And yes, we just touched a masher touch here. So we could move up here, but I want to be a little more cautious here. I want to see if I can put some P&L, some serious P&L here in the bank, and I don't have that yet. And this is a really weird thing over here on NQ, right? We went straight through that. This is the gold line double move right here. We measured it. That's the gold line. So it's there. But definitely, admittedly, difficult there trying to, feels like, you know, catching that knife. Okay, we're getting a 2-try rule. There is a gold line target down there.
Fib.em on the 1.
Red dot structure. Let me get some size on my next play here. So remember, we're in a weird time of day right now. This is not the morning. This is not the afternoon. We're playing midday. So please be careful. Please understand. Go back to the videos. Remember, this is a difficult time of day to play. We are working at a spot where we could have that midday pivot. We have been down for a very long time here this morning. I do expect we'll get that midday pivot. I have not seen clustering, so therefore I do expect a big pivot, but you have to be careful. If you get off sides on it, it's too much heat type of scenario. So I want to try to take the best position play on the reversal. I mean, this is probably the best opportunity to get in. If this is going to make the turn, this is the best spot. It would be better if this is around 12:30, but we may have still another set of dropout here in this, and I have to be cognizant of that. But if we get that reversal point, it'll be a very cool spot here to do it midday for a very big play. And what I'm talking about, that midday reversal, go back and watch the beast mode videos in the training. Beast mode hour. So we got moonshot, little moonshot here, 15.9. I am going to pop a bracket, and I am going to take this thing out at the entry, and I'm not going to take a lot of heat here. I'm going to stick this right back behind the Enigma. If this ain't it, well then, now it's a super. Come on, baby, pick me up.
Double delta NQ on the 3.
Nah, feels like we're in the grind. When in a grind, do not rewind. She's not ready yet. So the width of this will probably be on a big midday pivot. This thing has I can't even zoom out far enough to see the beginning of this big down move to go to a higher time frame, which is fine. I do expect to see it. There's a double king timing, might be a good spot here to re-attempt this. We've got plenty of white lines here for me, already drawn for me, so I don't have to draw it for the retry area. It's already kind of there for me. Yeah, it's a little bit of a funky Friday. But this is just, this width is not quite large enough for a big turn with this big of a move down. So somewhere over here, just visually, is going to be the big move spot here. So I want to see if I can be patient enough to wait out one of those and also mitigate my risk if this ends up being a big down move. What I should do is test. Oh, wow. Wait, what am I doing? This is a triple. This is a triple. This is the Titanic zone, bro. Draw the Titanic zone, bro. Draw the Titanic zone. Okay. And yeah.
Speed lower of NQ touching on the 27.
Oh, it's gonna go. Is it gonna go? It's gonna go all the way to it, or is it gonna stop right in front of it and get the big dropout? Just in case, so I do need to get the measurement, right? So let's make the measurement to these crosses here. So all the way up here, it's a big one. Big pivot, very clear to see right in the middle of these crosses, right about here. So that means now look for my gold line. The gold line is down here. So I got two spots to look at, right here and here.
Speed of NQ64.
So looking back at that NQ, look how wide this one's getting, right? So this one looks like it's ready. See what I'm saying? NQ looks like she is ready. Okay. So this one, I could be looking for that up move in there now, but this one is, this one's wide enough, if you know what I'm saying.
Enigma long on the RTY4.
On the RTY4, interesting. Another note for the folks who are just now showing up. We are in the middle of the day. This is a different time to play here. This is noon session and it's a Friday. So we have to be more cautious, more difficult plays here. But they can pay off if we catch it. So right now I'm kind of trying to catch a big one. I'll be honest. I'm just straight up telling you. I'm looking to catch a big fish. And remember, what I'm showing you guys is the lowest time frame. So if I zoomed out here, this would do you more justice. Let me zoom back here because this is what I'm actually looking at. I'm looking at the high time frame stuff right now. Pull back to which screen? This
Double
one?
Delta EM on the 1.
Okay, so looking at the higher time frame areas, we do have a bowl touch.
On the 1.
Okay, now we're getting exciting here. Let's see if we get all the way up there now or not, or if this ends up being the pivot turn to get the drop.
52. Lower bands touching.
Okay, so that Super Enigma ended up working out. Finally got there. How long did that take? That was, it fired off at 12:07 and it arrived to its target. It's still not bad. It felt like forever, but that was really only 7 minutes. So felt like
Double Delta NQ on the 3.
see what I'm saying? So measured that out there. It was only 7 minutes to get there and came very close to the stop out, but it held. And there she goes to its target, given the full 20. And then nice headshot short into shark.
Speed of YM59. Speed of YM59.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a read on the retail here. In the valley. Continue the rally, which is down. Wow. So we should be looking for a short here. I'm actually going to go ahead and engage the short. Red headshot continuation. Hopefully we break through that shark. If the shark holds, I'll have to abandon this thought. But I think the big play out, it may come all the way down, get everybody all shaken out of their positions first before we go. It looks like retail is trying to grab longs here, like on this up move. There's late Nate. Here's Freddy. There's the guy got offsides before. Didn't see him really get stopped out. A couple sets there, maybe before it right here. Nope, shark held. So might have to be abandoning this idea here. Shark back literally popped up on the shark back on that structure. You zoom in to see that shark back popping up to the front. Want to see it break. Or we fall out though. I gotta
Double delta NQ on the 3.
or if we just run, sorry. Can't talk straight here. Too much concentration in this very odd zone. Wish I would have got here early this morning
Double delta NQ on the 3.
with you guys. Sorry I was not able to do that. Was up a little bit too late trying to get some pretty neat stuff. I think you guys are going to like it for the affiliate program. Got the track desk rolling come Monday. Nope, here in the buyers. All right, kill it for now. Very tricky session here at midday on the Friday. Let's come back and take a look at what NQ was doing here.
NQ on the 3.
Okay, that is a super. I am going to take this short. I need to get proper size. Super AO short after a triple ready DD the other way. Very interesting because we had originally drawn this zone for the long side, but now we're getting the triple ready DDs inside with a super AO. And so I'm going to try a short on that. Stop above the ready DD. Feels up, so it's probably going down. Just how I look at things.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Ooh. Trap up there for me. Do it.
Speed of YM52. Speed of YM52.
Okay, there's the structure trap. PRZ cross short. Come on, go for me for the 24s. My measurement from the back of that would be... Am I going to get my 100 ticks? That's 118 ticks if we get there. I could be offsides though.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Give me my 100 ticks, bro. Titanic zone. Yep. Where's Jesse? This is his favorite play. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm going for. He knows. Is Jesse, you still here? I know he was up late night with the late nomads. I don't know if he's in here today or not. Oh, don't do that straight leg thing. Okay, late Nate. Come on, be late Nate. I'm going full send, as they say. It's a Titanic zone. Alright, gotta get my sized exits.
Speed of NQ55 on the 1.
Apex briefly hit 70% long. Oh, that's... Thank you for that note. Here we go. I'm going to get my 100 ticks. I'm going to get my 100 ticks. There's 60 ticks. There's 60. There's 75. I'll pull half. And there's my 100 ticks. $10,000 on the day. Get you some get wrecked.
Pip.E on the 1.
Oh, yeah. Curtis G on the mic. Sing it for me, baby.
Speed of NQ74. Pip.E on the 1.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe. I'm sorry, I keep
on the 1.
popping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk. Don't matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not on. No, I can't let go without you near. Feel alone. I'm holding on your trip.
Oh, yes.
Now I'm seeing how you play.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. That was tasty for a Friday, especially that time of day. Got a little tricky in there. But, smoke them if you got them.
ICT.
Pip.E on the 1.
Okay. How many of you guys are confused by that whole play? If you were, don't sweat it. I'm gonna walk you through. Let's well, first of all, let's count our chickens. Let's go. Let's go. Let's count our chickens after they hatched, yeah? Okay, so how do we play that? Let's walk back at the hard part first. Let's address this part. Let's go Control R here. Yeah, somebody said they missed me trading NQ. So technically speaking, we're in the afternoon, are we not? Did I adhere to my in the afternoon? You guys are gonna let me trade NQ, right? In the morning, we're on YM, got more time to walk through, but I mean, we kind of went through that threshold. We're at noon, lunch, you know, so we got the best play here off of NQ, obviously. And I don't care what instrument they come on, right? I've told you guys, we play instrument agnostic. The people who get married to their instruments is kind of dumb. We don't care. Like, wherever the setups show up. We play strategies, folks. Strategies, setups. And the strategies, the strategy entries are multi-confluence entries. And then learn how to filter a little bit. And then, yes, a little bit of read and what time of day. There are those things that you have to learn. It's like driving a car. You can't just get in a car and drive. Everybody knows you have to go to driving school, yes? Because people are like, oh, I can just, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to get off my soapbox here for a minute. Let's go through what came down the pipe. This is the first thing that literally came down the pipe, okay? So we saw what could have been, and Jesse James, I'm talking with you particularly right now, because, listen, if you are a Titanic Zone player, you do have to be aware that, again, it's not always 100%. You got to know when to kill it. Okay, you got to know when, you know, what's that whole deal? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them kind of thing. Okay, so they don't all work like this one. All right, straight down legs, boom, 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 boom. Look at the time of day. It's before noon. Okay, remember that big turn usually happens inside of 12 to 1. Right? So we have to draw this one first. Know it's there. Okay, but we end up getting that dropout, right? This is where I kind of got somewhere in here, a couple of these off, whoops, Control E, somewhere in here I got offsides, yeah. So, remember, I want to look for the trap back behind the triple ready DD, which, you know, we did that. I don't like this song. Let's get some, how about some After Dark? So we draw a Titanic zone, and then I gave a measurement. If you're wondering, like, what was that measurement that I drew? Let's see. I removed this earlier. Oh, that's an auto J-hook. Oh, that's a J-hook that went up 2 targets. I was like, what are those lines there for? I was like, I just pressed remove. Okay, so those are auto-drawn J-hook back behind me. So ignore those. But what we care about is the double move risk. What's he talking about? Hold on, I'm zooming all the way in here for you guys. Let's go all the way in.
Speed up.
Measuring the double move risk. What you talking about? Hadn't heard you talk about that before, Vinny. Okay, here we go. This is specific to Titanic zones, so let's start with that as our titling scenario here. It's Advanced Friday, yes? All right, so hang tight. So, in a Titanic zone, you're going to come in and you are going to draw an area. I'm going to use orange for my square. So, depending on time of day, if you get a good read, now these are scenarios where I have told this people before, even on Titanic zones, while they have huge reward, there is a risk, and the risk is also larger. You cannot ignore the risk, okay? You cannot ignore the risk, and it is a double move risk. What do I mean? The price coming down into it, like let's say that this is the pivot prior, okay? And we come into this area, and inside of here, we get our triple up. Doesn't matter what the color is. I'm going to make, let's make some green ones here for the downside move. So as it's coming down to this area, down this leg, all of a sudden you see this. Right? Y'all know the thing. So these are the first sets. Now, the thing that helped us with this NQ one was that there were not just 3. Remember, the minimum for the Titanic zone scenario is 3. 3 watts. We are talking about 3. This is the triple ready up. In our case, we changed it from up because people kept getting confused. Like, well, it says ready up, so I'm supposed to go up, right? Yeah. Well, it's a Texas thing. We like to say ready up. All right. Well, apparently that doesn't work around the world, so people get confused. I get it. So we changed it to ready DD. So if you see what I'm talking about here, if you are new with us, and again, we're here all talking about everything here today. Ready DDs. This is what we're talking about. Okay. So you see ready DD written in vertical. This is double delta. That's what the DD stands for. And we're trying to do ready. Get ready. Get the next play. This is, you'll watch in our training videos, this signals I want to take the next play. So what's the next play? Well, in some scenarios where there are triples of these, this is now triple ready DD creates what I call a Titanic zone potential to Titanic. It could sink the Titanic, which means when you remember that these are when you see them on a lower time frame generally. Now, if you see this come on what you would consider a higher time frame, that means an even higher time frame is possibly coming into play. This literally is transferable to other charts. It's the size of the move that's coming that this is basically like, hey, I'm down here on the, in our case, I think we were on the 3s. I don't want this to be confusing. Let's do it like we're on the 2s. So algo bar 2s.
CME on the 4.
And you see this come to show up. This is saying a higher time frame is coming into play, and I'm literally thinking more like it's like the 9s. From the 2s, I'm looking at the 9s is about to have a play. Now, what is the 9s? The 9s is, for us, it's the MACV, right? So I'm looking and expecting that off of the 3s, it's the MACV. But let's say that I saw the triple action come in on the 9s. Well, now I'm looking for something even bigger. Now we're talking about the tide or the wave potential reversing. You understand what I'm saying with that? Anyhow, hopefully you get it. Just know that this is, if I'm on a lower time frame, I can go, uh-oh, big play coming the other way. This may start to say the bigger time frames coming to play. I can grab a big move. This is why, for me, when I'm seeing this on my levels, when I'm doing this on the 2s, the 3s, I can get approximately 100 to 150 ticks. So you guys have heard me say, am I going to get my 100 ticks? It's my 100 tick play. I don't have many of these. I'd say this is, I mean, maybe the Che hook, but this is my only 100 tick. I will hold for this.
DCDMEM on the 1.
Oops. This is Vinny's. Okay, now you may be a more patient person, or you got more risk tolerance, you got more patience than I do. I generally am going to hold for about 100 to 150. And at the same time, I've seen these move 200 to 300. So that's why I'm like, I am more confident that I can get this out of it. I'm not trying to catch the whole move, but I know that, I don't want to say know that, my statistics tell me I have a likelihood that I can grab 100 to 150. Does that make sense? You guys following so far? Type of 1. If you're lost, type of 2. So we come to this area, and I haven't even talked about the setup yet. I want to talk about the risk side. The winner side, we've gone over that. Go watch my Titanic Zone video. Just go to our YouTube channel, click the search, not in the normal YouTube search, click on our channel search and type in Titanic, okay? And you'll see a video around that. There have been several on these live streams. I'm telling you, if you go back and watch our most recent, just anytime you want to get good in trading, watch my last 12 live streams. It's just probably the best way to get yourself the fastest way to progress, in my opinion.
Double delta RTY on the 4.
So plays coming in. The potential risk is a double move from this pivot measured. You measure from here to whoops. Hold shift, buddy. Measure to approximately the middle of these triples, because this is the risk that it could continue down if we don't stay inside this zone. This is what I mean by this is, it may seem like, oh, the Titanic Zone is a magic bullet, it's so easy. It's not. Okay? It's an advanced level play, and there is risk involved. There's a lot happen with it. If it stays inside of here, that's the easy part. The easy part is when this stays inside, we get a trap back here and goes all the way up, and you get your 100 to 150 ticks from here to here. That's the classic Titanic Zone. But I'm here today to talk about the advanced one of the risk scenario, like what I had earlier when I went ahead and closed out, because I needed to do that measurement from the prior pivot and measure it's going to be a potential double move, because this is all juiced up. I kind of think about, remember, this is powering it up. I talk about this, these are like power-ups for next plays. That's why I talk about the Ready DD, going, okay, it's going to power up the next play. It's like turning on the Tesseract and sending power to the next play. So the double move risk, also a potential target from here to here. Does everybody understand that? Because if I do the double move measurement, however you want to use it, if you want to do the drawing technique that I have taught, or if you want to use your F8 tool, take your pick how you want to do it. Okay, but these two legs equal, and I tend to use a gold line to look for that, because I talk about the GLR, right? What's the GLR? Gold line reversal, yes? So gold line reversal opportunity potential. Also the risk on the reversal, which is, and can I take that risk? No. Like, am I going to risk this much? No, I don't want to do that. So that's why I closed out earlier, because I knew that that could happen. But when I closed out right here, when it was actually not right there, it was kind of as we had broken out of that zone, I got nervous, especially because of the time of day. Yeah, and that could have kept on going. Stopped out, took the first loss there, and wanted to wait. And so I did the measurement, and I knew that the measurement was kind of like somewhere down here. And sure enough, it went down to it. The price came all the way down to it. And then you started to see me look to engage this, and I did. I got a few ticks out of it, right? But this isn't the big move anymore, because like this isn't a GLR situation anymore. What ended up happening is, yes, we get the little pop-up, but this ends up going da 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 da. It comes back in here, and then we get the opposite side, because here's what happened in this advanced one here today, and why I want you to pay attention to what we're about to talk through on the charts. We got this. Which came back to my narrative play from before. Like, oh, which is rare, because I'm like, wow, this actually came back into, this is not normal, okay? We came back into what was originally the original Titanic zone, which tells me higher time frame, picturing big bars, like some big gigantic bar. This side being a red one. So some big 89 bar. Right? And then now we got this big green bar. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, it's like fractals stuff. You're talking about like another higher time frame zone. Because you understand that while all this stuff is happening internally, what's happening above is these giant bars of some size, right? Maybe it's the 89 bars, maybe it's the 144s. Huge, right? So those bars are developing, but I see this inside here, and now I think, okay, well, this green bar may now turn into a gigantinormous red bar. Like, literally huge. Oops, we did the wrong color. I'm like, hey, it's red, and then I just did some wrong color there. Now, how do we call that on the lower time frame? Do I need to see that? No, I can see it here on my lower time frames with the triple ready DD, and that is the point. We got the triple ready DD right here. So now we have a new Titanic zone.
Speed of NQ52.
We draw it in like this, and this is where the big money came today. Okay, we got it up in here. And it was easier to read because we got the classic late nates, right? This started coming in here. We had the price coming up. We had a couple of crosses, and they were at the top of the crowns. Did y'all see the crowns? We're going to come back and look at it. Here, I'm going to go away from my Crayola drawings on my little drawing board here. But they were at the top of the crowns, right? Everybody's like, oh, here we go. We're going long. Yay, right? And so you got top of crown guys. So we're going down, right? Top of crown, and then you had late Nate, right? It was perfect. It was perfect. I was like, oh, there's late Nate. Or not, of course, I said I hope, because again, they're
double delta
clocks. Broken clocks are right twice a day, right? So you can't just go all in just because you see late Nate show up. Okay, but we definitely saw, and those are my favorite, when I see the three wise men and you got a late Nate.
Speed of NQ64.
Late Nate shows up. Right there. I'm like, oh, last man in. He's wrecked, right? And sure enough, there comes my 100 ticks. And I was, yeah. And you saw me. I went full send, baby. I was like, here we go. It's it. I have no idea if y'all could follow that or not. if I made any sense to you whatsoever. Let's look at it on the chart. Here we go. So there's the dropout, right? So when it broke that zone, this is when I got nervous, right? Now I did give it a shot right here. I was like, okay, that's a 15.5. Okay, we could do something cool like this. It's happened. Okay, so I tried it, stopped out. Nope, lost, nope. Tried it again, and let's see, it looks like a buy.
Fib.email.
I don't know. Somewhere in here, remember, it was trouble here. And I told you this is a hard spot. But I measured out the move, which I don't think is drawn anymore. But I measured. Do y'all remember seeing me measure from here down? And I was like, there it goes. It did its double move. Let's draw it in now. So I'm going to press F8. Here's my pivot that I talked about before. Let's draw it into the middle of these guys, somewhere right about here. And let's see, did it get there? Pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Remember I said there's that gold line. There's the double move scenario. And the pop-up. Yep. There it is. It touched. It touched just barely right there. Look. It got there. This is what I mean by this is what ends up happening. And you can just grind down there. There it is. There's the touch. It did it. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. And it's a shark back. And that was the final structure move, I believe, up. Let's see if I'm correct. Yes. So we move up and up. Now we're stairway to heaven. Everybody's finally looking down. You catch the
Fib.em on the
catch them off sides, and then now everybody's excited because it's like, oh yay, we're going up. Okay, we got to wait for late Nate to show up. Got to really tempt him. Late Nate's only tempted by sexy legs, right? So sexy leg comes in, boom, there's late Nate. He's like, I'm in, okay. Not look at that beautiful, sexy straight leg, right? Zoop. He's like, okay, I'm going. Now, these are not. If you're wondering what I'm talking about by straight, sexy leg, we're talking about smooth, no stubble, right? These are not. These are all like crooked, stubbly, and then you get that nice, smooth, okay, everybody's tempted to go type of situation. How about top of crowns? We had top of crown, white cross, top of crown, white cross, and then late Nate. Yes. Inside of
on the one.
There was the Titanic zone. So I drew that at the time. Where are we now? I don't care where we are now. Let's see what we did back here. There we go. And you're wondering, well, why don't you hold it longer, Vinny? Bro, all I have said was that we get to the bottom of the zone. And this was important last night on the Nomad stream. I was like, look, draw it there. Make sure, be like, it doesn't matter where I draw. It doesn't. Listen, folks, everything I say matters. I am OCD about what I'm saying. If I tell you to tap the button twice, I mean twice. Guy last night, I'm like, hey, yeah, hold control and tap up twice. He's like, he taps it 3 times. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I said twice. He's like, he's tapping like 20 times. I'm like, bro, everybody, I am syntactical. I'm a coder. My words are syntax. If I say 2, I mean 2. Okay. If I say a few, okay, maybe, but I don't do that. I don't do that kind of stuff. I am specific. Anyhow. And, you know, and I've got issues like everybody else does, right? Anyhow, beautiful. And that was it. Look, and all the way back up. Now I can't predict that. Okay. I didn't know it's gonna do that. Now yes, it looks like a frying pan bottom. Okay. So the structure player's like, oh yeah, it's a frying pan bottom. Yeah, well, I got my 100 ticks. So, you know, bite me. That's all I'm looking for. The Titanic zone. I just want to sink the Titanic. That's the whole point. I'm going to sink the Titanic up underneath these little font sizes, which is why they matter too. You're like, I'm going to change my fonts. I'm going to make it bigger. I have it there for a reason. I have it the exact size that it is for a reason. Just trust me, bro. And up and oh, do we have another Titanic zone up here? Oh, let me get some measures on. Are we gonna have more fun? This is gonna be a 20K day. All right, let's remove some of this and let's take a look.
Double delta NQ on the 3. Speed of NQ6.
Never be yeah, don't be late Nate. Well, we've all been late Nate. Like, let's be honest. The reason that we develop and know this is because I don't say we've all been there. I mean, I've been there. I used to be late Nate. I've gotten in the plays where I'm like, oh, it's going. Oh, no, it ain't. You know? Let's see, 15.6. That was a beauty. 13 up. That was a beauty. Okay, so coming back to measure this Titanic zone. Let's see if we got the double move from it. Likely. Oops, let me come back over here. Oh, it's going to be a big one. I'm not even going to be able to fit it on the screen. Okay, I'm going to try to put this into the screen here. Here we go. No, F8. from the pivot and the up move into the middle of the ready DDs in here. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. We just want to get an estimate on the gauge of the risk. So I'm looking for the gold line. Is that my drawing? Yep. Okay. Has not gotten there yet. Okay, so gold line is all the way up there. So do we have some continued up? Let's look at the MACV. Strong buy. Okay, so let's see if we've got some play opportunities. Nate, it's the third attempt to break out. It's got to go. I used to think like that. It's true. We've all done that, and that's why I kind of learned to. And now that we have the tools to see them pressing the buttons, that's what's awesome, in my opinion. Like, we've got the tools to see it.
Divergence down on the
And we are getting that big midday pivot. Remember, I told you guys we might get that big midday pivot. The easiest way to see it is on the slightly higher time frame. Come up here to the top left.
delta NQ on the 3.
I mean, it was. You see this? Like, zoom, zoom. Okay, there's 12 o'clock. Midday pivot. Midday big pivot. Yes. And we've kind of scooched our way up and up and up and up and up. Everybody see and understand that beast mode, what we were looking for there at noon. If you have been through that lesson and you know what I'm talking about, type a 1. If you don't know what I'm talking about, type a 2, and we'll get you a video to direct you to on that big midday pivot. Okay, bottom left. Okay, I'm going to remove all my drawing objects, and then I'm going to come back, and it's 21,035. Let's remember that. So I'm going to go Control R, 2030. What's 2135? 21,035. 21,035 right here, because I'm going to manually draw a big fat line right here. Press F6, and then I'm going to make it gigantinormous. All right. Ends up being around S4 as well.
Double delta touching on the 27.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to go back and review. We've just gotten better at it now, too. So I think that video is what, from 2016 or 2017, and the tools have just gotten better. We've got easier reads. We've got wall hacks. We can see what retail can't see. We can see the R2FA events. We can see when they press the buttons. It's juicy. I'm going to remove drawing objects from this one as well. And let's take a clean look on the Dow.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Okay, high time frame. We did get a divergence triangle, and we got a masher touch as well here. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out, John. Appreciate it, sir.
NQ on the 3.
Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I missed a coffee donation in here somewhere. Somebody bought me a coffee.
Delta NQ on the 3.
Who is the awesome rock star that hooked me up with a coffee? I just finally kind of look over here to the left. Thank you for my coffee there. I could use it. I do have a cup right over here. I need to go reheat it. That was some fun.
Coffee time.
Let's go. Huh? Let's go.
Missile, thank you for that coffee, sir. Okay, now what could have called that? Look at that. Okay, so over here on the twos, we got a zone. I'm gonna draw it up. Yes, and this is the second one. So this could be the final. This is a final boss. I don't have the colors turned on this one. I'm gonna turn those on. Hopefully, I should disconnect before I do this. This is what can lock me up. So I'm about to go into my indicators here. The market is moving. It's not moving too fast, so hopefully it's okay for me. But no, most of the time, folks, listen, disconnect before you make these changes. I'm about to do it right now. It might lock up. Might have to come back. Here we go. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. All right, into indicators here, and I'm going to put some colors. Down color, I'm going to make maroon. And up color, going to make dark green. And press OK. Here we go. Cross fingers. Market's going slow enough, hopefully. Yes. Okay. So I lost one on the refresh, but that's okay. I know it's there. I already drew the zone. So I'm going to look for the trap back here. And hopefully late Nate shows up. It locked 30 minutes ago. Well, I do have all the performance tweaks. I'll go through a couple of those to remind everybody. If you have not gone through the quick CPU tutorial, okay, go through the quick CPU tutorial. It's awesome. Make sure your core parking is off, all that kind of stuff. Just turn off all that and go through all of the performance tweaks.
Double delta aim on the upper bands touching
Stall process lasso and make sure that NinjaTrader is set to
NQ on the 3.
Okay, sorry, I'm watching this here for a second. Set the processor affinity for NinjaTrader to only use your P cores, that it does not use efficiency cores. Because I'm telling you right now, you're like,
no, my computer's fine. I got it the other day. Well, I mean, I saw the Best Buy guy. He knows his stuff.
oh really? The guy makes 15 an hour.
Yeah, but he wears a blue shirt.
Listen. I've been around this industry a very long time. Like, and I'm not trying to compare resumes, whatever. I'm just saying, like, here's my just trust me, bro card. Okay, just trust me, bro. I've gotten too deep in this stuff. Okay, you just trust me, bro. Your computer, the way that NinjaTrader's, I know how NinjaTrader works. It's about the data load, okay? The data load from NinjaTrader is sporadic, to say the least. Can we all agree? It's sporadic, yes? All of a sudden it's fast, and it's slow, it's fast, it's slow. And it's not even a super heavy processing type of thing, according to a computer. Computer's like, whatever, this is just doing math. Dude, it's like, I'm a giant calculator, right? It's not doing anything super fancy. So it's going to use efficiency cores. It's going to use efficiency cores. You're like, what the fuck is that? Sorry, pardon my French. I'm trying not to say curse words. I'm trying. I'm trying like everybody else. I'm even trying to be nice in 2025. I believe it. If you can believe that. It's not working out too well for me, I'll be honest. But hey, you know, you got to give it the old try. But Vinny, my AMD has 60 cores. Yes, exactly.
I got 60 cores, Vinny. I got the most cores ever. It's new.
Are they fast?
Doesn't matter. I got a bunch of them.
So you have a bunch of kids that race track, and you want to go against Usain Bolt. Who's going to win?
Well, Usain Bolt,
Obviously. Oh, so when I do that word picture, you get it. So Usain Bolt is going to beat all of the high school kids track team. Okay. So you now understand why I say get less cores and fast ones. Like buy some Usain Bolts then? You get it now?
Oh, now I get it, Vinny. Okay, after I spent all my money, and you told me to do this, but I thought I knew what I was doing. I mean, I thought I knew what you were saying.
Yeah. Just do exactly what I say, even if you don't understand what I'm saying. Eventually, you'll figure it out.
On the 2.
Yeah. Maybe if you throw the kids on his back, then maybe he won't be as fast. Yeah. Is that the thing? Okay, we touched it. We touched it. We touched it. We're at the gold line. We touched it. I'm looking for a trap. I'm looking for a trap. Here we go. Is it going to be a 20K day? There it is. There's Late Nate. Oh my goodness. You're going to let me play against Late Nate on the gold line, bro? Now they might spike this up. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. They might spike it. Okay, spike it, but I'm looking to go, and I probably shouldn't have gotten 10. Probably should have gotten like 8, honestly. I should size appropriately there, Vinny, bruh. I've already done it. Whatever. I'm up 10K. Whatever, bruh. There's my 10. And there we go. Into the crab for 11,500 on the day. Folks, come on. You can't, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. It's almost like I've got a cheat code installed called ALGOBOX or something. I don't know. It's almost like
Enigma long on the EAM2.
I've been doing this for 20 years or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hey, Dork, how are you, sir? Did NinjaTrader ever fix the bug? You showed exactly what was wrong and how to fix it? No. Even on the new version, we're testing out the new version, and the flashing... I just call it the flashing thing. Still happens. It's obviously an auto-scaling thing between panels. But no, they don't fix it. Luckily, it's just a visuals thing, but it's a super annoying visuals thing.
On the 1.
Hey, Diamond, happy Friday. Good to see you.
Double Delta NQ on the 3.
Yael, how are you? Great to see you. Thanks for saying hello.
Upper bands touching on the 27 on the 4.
It's almost like I said that was going to happen at that gold line. It's almost like I went over there and drew a gigantic line on the charts or something. Like, it was almost like somehow he knew that. Now, what? How did... Yeah, you can't do that without the ready DDs, folks. We're the best in the world for a reason. It's almost like he knows or something. It's almost like the markets are actually programmed to do certain things. Interesting, isn't it? There are some people who pretend to be,
I'm the algorithm. I am the enigma. My name's ICT. Just trust me, bro. Come on.
Delta EAM on the 1.
I wrote the algorithm for the market. I live in an apartment in Dundalk, Maryland. I wrote the enigma. Don't believe that Vinny guy. I wrote the enigma.
Shut up. Shut up.
Upper bands touch EAM on the 27. Speed of NQ55.
Late Nate got wrecked again. I know, poor guy. But I'm very grateful to him. I am. He hangs out in Mike Schwartz's room and presses the button at the wrong time almost every time. He's like clockwork. He's consistent. I love him. I love Late Nate. He's awesome. Keep pressing the buttons, bro. Keep hanging out with Mike Schwartz. Do it. Ooh, do we got the 2 lumps? Ooh. Yes. Learning the anti-mirror. These don't look exact to me, you know what I'm saying, though? So I gotta... The anti-mirror, literally, it's like one of these scenarios where it looks almost identical. You know what I'm saying? This one's like super straight. This one's kind of, I don't know, doesn't quite do it. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Enigma short on the EM1.
Oh, okay, sure. What I don't like is this here. I mean, this is probably going to... This looks like a saber sword, and it's going to do the thing, so I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Probably not going to do it while I'm not getting too heavy on it. Cool story, bro. 11,845 for an Enigma target. Come on. It's almost like the system knows what to do. It's almost like it's awesome or something. It's almost like it's the best algorithmic platform in the world or something. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying it kind of feels that way. You know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying. Nah, bro, keep using your broke book or whatever it is. What is it? Crook Map? What's that Crook Map app? I don't know. Some nonsense. People selling online. I'm gonna use my bar counter. 1, 2, 3 bar. I got my 9 bar counter. I got my 9 bar counter now. And my fart map. Be cool, guys. I'm gonna show you guys some Crook Map.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Okay, now this is just an experience thing. I'm gonna go up here to the top on the 4s, top left. See this widening out like this? Okay, we've chugga. Now everybody's like, what's it gonna do? Look, I'm just telling you right now, slow, first of all, if you've heard this before, slow favors the bulls, okay? We are very slow action here. In general, it's going to favor the long side, just the nature of markets and how people buy versus when they panic sell. Okay, it's the nature of emotions, blah, blah, blah. And because 401ks, and there is forced pressure to the long side because of 401ks, IRAs, etc. Okay, anyway, it's widening. Okay, widening, likely going to continue up. Probably not going to keep going down. So just be careful of that. I don't like playing these types of plays. This is almost like clustering. So let's zoom back here. Can you guys do a quick check for me? Look around all of your cluster checks. Is there clustering on any of the nerds on the 1s, 2s, or 3s charts? Let's check that. It's like aimbot. Yeah, it's a cheat. Tune in next year for 12 bar counter. It's hard to count to 9, but wait till we have to count to 12. Because 9 didn't work out. Oh my goodness. Are you guys going to give me a super AO? Of course, it's NQ though. It's wild, bro. All right. Super AO on this NQ. On the 3s. Short. Taking forever. But there's my 10 ticks. 14 ticks. I should have closed it. I was trying to bring it over here for you guys to see it. Somewhere around here where Late Nate was rocking and rolling. I'm gonna rip my face off. Like I said, this feels like we're just gonna keep grinding. It's been such a slow grind, it's not gonna rewind. But it is a super AO, so I was trying to grab some. I should have grabbed my 15 ticks. But I love you guys, so I'm like, I'm gonna show you guys getting in it. Yep, see, widening and going. Let me measure the risk. Let's go. Where's the prior pivot? It's way back here. F8. And a lot of ready DDs in this space. Yeah, no, I'm going to reverse that idea. I think we're going back long here any moment.
Double delta EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 1.
Oh, triple ready DDs. All right, I'm going to take a stab at that. Let's see if it's going. We got triple ready DD. Oh, I got you guys on the top left. Hold on. Bottom left helps. Triples. What is going on here? I'm just going to take that pure. Again, I don't like that was widening out and we're slow crawling, but that's a
speed of NQ.
When I see triple readies like that, I tend to just reverse. Feels like playing with fire there.
J hook long EM on the 2. Fib dot EM on.
Oh, I'm gonna reverse. I may regret this. Looks like a headshot long into that one. Got the triple ready Ds behind it, but all that other nonsense noise back behind. Let's see. No clustering. Thank you, Ninja Scout. Appreciate it. Yeah, Friday rules. Early in, early out. Just trying to come out here and talk to you guys about advanced level stuff. So this was a headshot. I'm going to label it. Just in case. So, ready DD and then take the next play. Right? Oh, I do not like that. That looks like a late Nate. That is a top of a crown. Oh, don't do it at the top of the crown. Let this be this run. Come on. Let this be the run. Let's let them be right twice a day. Keep going. Let's go. Keep going. Oh, don't do that. Now it's a headshot short. Oh my. Break that dot. Oh, no. Don't you do it.
DCDMNQ on the 3. Double Delta NQ on the 3.
Strong buy. Come on, push it. Break it. Break it. When it's slow, it's gonna go. So I'm hoping that that's exactly what we do here. What's our time? 1:15.
Double Delta EAM on the 2.
Don't like that's a headshot. In the reverse.
Double Delta NQ on the 3. Enigma short on the E1.
Oh, come on, bro. Be the one that breaks.
Speed of NQ72.
All right, I'm gonna reverse it. I'm gonna try to get that short here. We'll see if we get the Enigma target down below. I'm gonna add to it. Gonna go full 16 here. Ready DD. That one's strong. Come on, fake them. Late Nate in. Do it. I just don't like that this is a grind up. It's moderate buy. This is one we could skip easily. Yeah, she's gonna go. She's gonna go. Don't do it, bro.
Speed of NQ54.
We're just creeping, so when it's slow, it's gonna go. Probably gonna keep going. That one's in the valley. So somebody's trying to get short here. I'm on the wrong side. Nope, killing it. Boo! Not going. I should have just... I don't know. It's a tough one. Remember what I said at this little continued grind scenario there? Easiest place to see it is probably up here on the top left. We widened. Remember what I said? We widened, so we keep going. Yeah. Right. And then just, again, it could go and go. Now, let's get a measure on how far. So let's do another big line. So I'm going to go F8. I'm going to grab the cross. I'm going to grab cross right here for the pivot. I'm going to go right in the middle of these double red EDDs. It's not a triple, but it's okay. Do the same thing. Double red EDDs. Now we're talking about DCDM type of thing. This says we can go all the way up to 42,360. So this is a spot here. If we get here later today, this is where I might want to start to look for some potential reversal spot here. Okay, I'm going to give Late Nate one more shot here on the lower time frame. Let me show you why. This is possibly psychotic here. Let me show you why. Let me come down here, bottom left. All right. This, I mean, split cross reversal. Cross down. Now, okay, here's Late Nate. Went with a straight leg up. Let's see if he gets faked out for a few. Oh, I'm wrong sized. I'm wrong sized. What am I doing on twos? Bro, I'm sized up here. Come on now. I'm trying to play against Late Nate. SCR. Split cross reversal. One of these showed up earlier today and didn't work out. This one, we'll see. We're in that grind, do not rewind, so I'm definitely nervous about this one. They might be right on this one. Pulls out above that cross. We need a Late Nate graphic. Oh, Don is the best at those, at any kind of this. Yeah, I'm closing it. All right, boo. Yeah, we're gonna keep going, keep grinding. S5, a rare S5 scenario here. Yeah, it could take some time. Yeah. So, are these in the valley? So this one's in the valley, right? This one's in the valley. This one's questionable. This one's in the crown. So kind of a hard read on where retail is right now. I should just go ask Mike Schwartz room. What do you guys think? Y'all going long or y'all going short? Y'all going short? Okay, it's long. But yeah, in the valley, gonna rally. So it looks like these two item. I don't know about that guy. This interesting setup on NQ. Oh man, I missed that super AO long. Let's measure for a jackknife. So this is where you want to use the F2 trick for sure. So I grab this and I draw a line down here, and then I can either copy paste this or I can just move it. I'm going to move it. And I'm going to do it a little bit shorter right here. And then I'm going to press F6 at the end of this line right here. Everybody know how to do the jackknife? Type a 1 if you do, 2 if you don't. So now I'm going to just press F6 at this little spot right here. F6. And I'm going to click. Boom. There we go. White line. Now I'm going to make it a big one. Because that's just how I like to do them. If I'm going to draw lines, there better be a reason. Because I don't have a jackknife indicator. Okay, not doing a jackknife for you, sorry. Too complicated, too much calculation, not worth it. You'll have to do some on your own. Gotta have you do something. Gotta do something for your money. Are we gonna go straight to my line? Oh, sweet, sweet. Thank you. How'd I get on 6s? Did I click wrong? That's my super AO at my gold line, bro. So I'm on the wrong size. That's lovely.
Upper bands touching on the 27. Double delta.
Look at YM hitting my spot too. Oh man. Am I gonna be giving away my money today? Hold up. So we just hit the top left. Look at the top left here as well. Top left. Boom. This is our measurement. I don't remember what we measured it for though, so it's making me be honest, that's making me a little nervous. We just shot straight up into that sucker.
Upper bands touching on the 27.
What did we draw that for? It was the ready DD, right? Don't have any RTOFA to help me. Add to my position as we go up now. But looks like the samurai sword is complete. Remember I told you guys the samurai sword thing?
Speed of NQ57.
Remember this? I told you samurai sword. Did y'all remember my drawing? I went like this and went like this. Remember? Here's the handle. I'm a terrible drawer, but you know what I'm saying. Samurai sword. Remember that? Yeah. Okay. Well, there it is. Up to S5. And I drew our section there. All right, I'm up on both positions. I'm pressing close. 12,760. Now, that's a section. So I just hit the flatten all. What does flatten all do? Again, rare scenario where I hit flatten all. Why did I hit flatten all? You guys type it there in the chat. Advanced level day, folks. Why did I hit flatten all? Flatten all versus close. What went on? Let me come down here to the bottom left.
53. Speed of NQ72.
For NQ, so you can see NQ. Oh, we got an 18.4 up here on the YM as well. But remember, this is where we drew this. That's why I wanted to draw attention to it. Let me come back down here to the... Golly, I got to get better at pressing this button. Bottom left. There we go. Okay, so I was in positive on my NQ play. And I was in positive on my Dow. And I didn't want to go over there and press... I didn't want to go close... and then come over here and press close. When you see your money in profits, and I'm like, no, and you're running multiple instruments, the flatten all button is your friend. This is a scenario where I want to close both. Flatten all. That's what that means. Where it's like, what does that mean? Why do you have a close and a flatten all? And that's worthless. Bro, there's a reason for everything. All right. Flatten all. Just use it right there. I got 12,760. What about you? In one account. Oh, Vinny, I wrote the Enigma, bro. Just trust me, I wrote the Enigma. Can we see your code? No, you can't see my code. It's secret. Okay, why are you out here teaching? Because I need the monies. Okay, cool. Okay, you should just admit it. ICT. Closes all positions. Yes, instead of just your current one on the chart. Make sense? So kind of like flatten it while I'm ahead. Be like, all right, I don't know if this is going to launch or not.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Because it feels weird. Like what's happening right here feels very weird. Like we're going to do that crazy thing. We're just going to keep, I mean, I don't know how long the samurai sword is because that's the thing. Like measuring that samurai sword, that's why I used the lower time frame to kind of measure. All I knew was it looked like the scenario I've seen a bunch of times. We got the midday trap. Told you beast mode. Why do I call it beast mode? Pivot. You don't know what I'm talking about? Go watch the videos and like take notes. Watch them several times. Because sometimes like things don't sink in the first time. Or just come out here and hang out with me. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool too.
Double delta.
But I'm not going to be here forever. So you're going to have to do it yourself, folks. You're going to have to do it yourself. All right. Super samurai sword. Wow. Oh, I don't think we talked about that earlier today. Super duper. What is super duper versus a super? A super duper is when you have two supers. So instead of saying super super because that's boring, super duper is when you have two ready DDs. So earlier today we had a super duper, and I don't think I mentioned that.
J hook long NQ on the 3.
So you got the bonus for staying here today. Good on ya. Okay, so look what that play did there on NQ. So we got that one, came down, but then look, 15.7 gave it the rise, right? And now to the gold line target. Look at that gold line reversal. Man, I wish I would have taken that one. Oh, woulda, shoulda, couldas.
Speed of NQ 101. Speed of NQ 101.
Would 3 be a super duper whooper? What would be a triple? So, you know, we all say super and it's, oh, that was super duper. Do people actually say super duper whooper? Is that like a UK thing? Is that a word? I don't know. What would 3 supers be? Super duper whooper. We'll go with that one, George. Super duper whooper. You heard it here first. Oh, there's a finally. Okay, so now at least we know what it is. Shark back. The samurai sword stopped at the shark back. Isn't that beautiful? Come on. It's almost like the system's awesome or something. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but I'm sure. Come on, bro. Give me my 20K. Give me my 20K day, bro.
Upper band double delta on the margin sound.
Thank you very much. 13,585 for another winner. Come on. Come on. Market handing me some candy. Only with ALGOBOX. Enigma targeting it up. You gotta love that juice. And shark back to target 1. Do you see it? Do you see it? Type shark back in the chat. Give us some shark back love. Come on now. Do it.
Double delta RTY on the 4.
Getting me some super AO. Can I get some super AO hype in the chat for the super AO? Come on. Just caught him on the trap. Super AO long. You got to love that. 16,735. Am I going to get my 20K day on a Friday? Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Super AO hype in the chat. Okay, so remember, runners, if you're going to play Enigma, we got the Enigma target. Cool. If you're going to hold a runner because you're just feeling really spicy about it, like that last one probably would have been a good one to do it on, but I mean, right now, I kind of really don't want to... I don't want to mess this up. I mean, I got I got to put the team on my back today. I got the team on my back. Y'all are watching. So now, exit on opposing signal. Yes? Exit on opposing signal. So let's measure out what that runner would have been. So to the dot, 53 ticks. Using our trusty little ruler tool there. Hashtag too easy. Got another Enigma here on a 3.8. We are strong buy right now, so it's making me a little bit nervous to take a second one on that. But look how far that Super AO. If you want to know why I'm going to take those Super AOs, baby. Come on. Nice, smooth, sexy leg down into it. Everybody's looking short. There's late Nate. Late Nate's in there somewhere. I mean, oh, it's going short. Ah, wrecked. All right, some people's accounts getting blown today. I can just feel that one. George, my win ratio is much higher when I have the stream on. Oh, I love hearing that, bro. Trying to help everybody out. Trying to give some tips and tricks from the old guy who's been doing this too long. They're going to give me a red dot back behind here. You're going to give me a headshot. Oh, I'm not going to take it. I want to. But this is strong buy. Otherwise, I would take that. Red dot, headshot behind an Enigma that just broke.
Speed up.
Yeah, but this one, let's mark this one. So I like to press F11 and do this thing. That basically... Loser. Oh, we had another loser over here.
Double delta NQ on the 3.
So not quite cadence yet. Remember, you want to see two of them back to back before cadence works in your favor on the big time play scenario, right? Did we measure that jackknife? Did we finish measuring our jackknife?
On the 1.
Oh yeah, we did. That was our gold line that we touched earlier. Yeah, jackknife. Yeah, it was great. Ooh, we got some crosses. Okay, so let's try to think through the narrative here. Who's pressing what button? Can't really tell on that one. It's we're on the ones here. Can't tell if that's in the valley. I mean, it looks like they're trying to go long, so I mean, I would like to short against them on that one, but there's not 3. You know, I like to wait till there's 3 on the chart. So looking for a 3 wise man. It was a headshot. The previous triple ready DDs were back here. I wonder if it's worth drawing this up. Like, I kind of want to. We're going to come back and fill a cave. Let's look at the cave. Wow. Yeah, we ran right through all of that. Okay, there's a cave touch in here that we might come back to. Let's come up here to the top left. Oh, George is in the way. George, you're in the way, bro. I can't show him the cave touch. I'm just kidding. I think it's right behind you. I'm just messing around. Everybody just chill. Just having some fun. It's Friday. All right, press F6. I think it's right above George right here. Right there. See that spot? Gonna zoom in any farther. It's like completely dead right there. You see that? Deepest point in the cave. So the revisit of that, I'll just mark a little zone around it. Right there. And I'm going to remove my previous, because we already tapped it. So I don't need the double measurement anymore. Like Columbus. We're exploring, going into the cave of wonder.
DCDMEM on the 1.
Ooh. 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 Bottom left. Okay. GLR potential here, 42 400s. Moving fast. Will it last? Oh, I had my finger on it. It didn't touch. It turned right in front of it. So wanted to go for a little GLR right there. I think it already went. It's 10 ticks. It's just a little 10 tick bag off of that. Yep, went 16 ticks. So on a GLR on the ones, I'll try to grab a 10 bag.
Fib.em on the 1. Speed of NQ57. Speed of NQ53. Double delta NQ on the 3.
Okay, I'm looking for the trap up here. Control R. Here we go. You see it? What should I be drawing right here? Tell me. What's it called? What am I doing right here? This is classic. On the 2s. I can find a trap in here.
Double delta NQ on the 3.
Titanic zone, that's right. Now, where is that probably going to land us? Probably right in that cave spot, right? That cave that I told you guys, maybe it's going to go back and go grab the cave. Grab the cave touch.
Double delta EM on the 2.
Okay, I'll start building my position here. Remember, these are 100 some odd tick potential plays. Okay, let's see if we break this first structure. Crab structure. We would need to break that crab for it to happen now. If it holds, then it's not ready. Okay, I'll add to position on the ready. There we go. We cracked straight through the crab. First structure broken. That's good news. Remember, I'm looking for a bull trap. Something very... Like, I want something super obvious type of scenario. You know what I mean?
Speed of NQ53. Double delta NQ on the 3.
Need a trap. Am I early? Am I early to the party? There's 10. We had 20 ticks earlier. Don't know if it's going to give it back to me or not. So remember, Titanic Zone is pretty wide right now. So this is why I'm hesitating to get any bigger right now. Is we could trap all the way up here, right? And I kind of don't. And if we just run and run and run, well, that's no fun, right? So I'm being semi cautious here around that. Ooh, don't like that we're strong by. Okay, I mean, I kind of do at the same time. I kind of want them I want them to kind of fake them up, give me a big trap. And we're looking for a trap. Like, this is technically, we're asking ourselves, is this the trap? There's kind of two here. This one's nasty. Like, that's a, I don't see any crosses that showed up there, but this was enough to trigger it. So I'll label it here, but I'm going to put a question mark. You'll notice when I do the whole trap, is this the trap? Because that's what we're looking for, right? We don't know for sure yet. It has to be confirmed. I mean, it kind of was. This one, actually, this one's more like it was, but it's a how far. So let's take the question mark off of this one. But let's put one on this one. Question mark is here. Like, is this a trap? This one's more like question mark. Is this the big dog behind it? Because remember, we're looking for, I like to look for the trap behind the ready DD. It's like, okay, get ready. And what am I looking for? What am I ready for? I'm ready for a trap. That's what the whole ready DD is on a Titanic. I'm going ready for what? The Titanic sinking ship, right? I want to, is the high time frame going to come in and make my day? Yes, she is. Come on. Do it. Make it easy on me. Yes. Get down to that cipher. Get down there. Touch that bottom. And I'm closing it up for 21,755 because I hit the flat and all. Why did I hit flat and all? Somebody tell me, why did I hit flat and all? Oh, that's right, because, yes, of course, I also went in on the Enigma short. Come on. That was a super Enigma on top of that. Come on. How am I not going to take that? Look at it. It was a super duper. It's a super duper. A super duper moonshot short at the top of a channel. Of course I'm going to take it. Of course I'm going to take it. Of course. Super duper enigma, which we call that's proper term, a super duper moonshot short. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We just rocked out a 20K afternoon session on a Friday. Not in the morning, not all day. I've been live streaming with you guys for 2 hours 11 minutes. 2 hours 11 minutes. Look, I'll prove it to you. 2 hours 11 minutes, and we made 20,000. So can somebody do the hourly rate on that? What's my hourly rate? 2 hours 11 minutes. Almost like we know what we're doing. Super duper moonshot. Plus, of course, we were already working the trap prior. That one was just a very specific entry play. And as we go down on both of them, of course, do I really want to hit close over here and then walk over there with my mouse and press close over there? No, I don't want to make my mouse run in his wheel. He's just enjoying his wheel.
NQ on the 3.
Right? He's just enjoying his wheel. Why would I mess with him? So, you know, leave him alone. Don't make him do that. Let's just press the flatten all button. No problem.
Double delta.
Flatten all. It's a beautiful day. I wanted to talk about a lot of other things here. Actually, we have time. Should I keep talking?
NQ on the 3.
Or should I be walking? What time is it? 1:49. 10K an hour. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, we got. So the magic bullet, I don't know, according to YouTube, is like 2.5 hours for live streams where they'll like really kind of just put you out there and boost you just for no reason other than the fact that they probably want to make some money, let's be honest. And why do they want to make money? Well, why would they do live stream? Because they're like, well, we saved gigabytes of space. Or I don't say saved, but we had to store gigabytes of space for this guy's crazy live stream, so we may as well get some people to view it, right? But apparently the magic number is 2.5. So maybe we can talk a little bit more. Let me pull up the what's coming. We got a really cool new panel coming. Move this over and we'll start pulling over some panels. That'll be cool. If you guys should so let me. I need to go to, let's pull the Discord room. All right. So, I had intended to get this out this weekend, but kind of started working with a group called Track Desk because some of you guys gave me feedback, and again, I listened to the feedback. You guys were asking, hey, could we do an affiliate thing that does tracking by cookies? And that's not really my forte, but doing the research, I kind of all of a sudden I had a eureka moment and understood. And I kind of did too, that people don't use people's codes all the time when they come to your website. So you want a cookie-based tracking, so no matter what, the proper affiliate gets the proper credit for people that they have, you know, brought on over.
NQ on the 3.
So working with Track Desk, I've got, I had a call with them yesterday. It's a pretty long one. And I went ahead and got signed up with them. And we still now need to do some of the technicals to get that all functioning and working, but that will be ready on Monday. So if you want to affiliate with us and you want official, you know, basically all the cool stuff that Apex does, we're like, oh, use code, whatever, you know, their own codes or your codes. But here, rather than have people having to have codes, you will simply get credit for anybody that you send to us, which is pretty nice because we have a 2-week free trial. Like, why not, instead of telling people, hey, go buy the product. Oh, closing it.
Double delta EM on the
beautiful. So I will show that here in just a second here on that NQ drop. The NQ is moving way faster than the Dow. I do still think that we're going to have a bigger trap here. So if you are playing this in here, watch for the trap and play. But I just want to make sure I locked in my 20K today because, hey, that's what we said we were going to shoot for. Once we were, you could just tell it was good speed, good movement. Look at the high time frame. Huge setups here. And we were able to predict the Samurai Sword. We got the Shark back. It's just been a very nice layout day there. Okay, so back to, but I'm saying that other stuff because that has kind of delayed me on, I wanted to get this whole thing out and about, but I've been struggling back and forth on some of the stuff. I'm also getting feedback, and actually I'm asking you guys for some feedback here on those of you guys who have kind of been
DCDMeme on the 2.
wondering if ALGOBOX was for you. We know there are, a few of the new folks that are like, well, I've been on the fence. Well, if you've been on the fence, you probably want to get in pretty quickly.
DCDMNQ on the
At the same time, most people are hesitating because of the price. Am I right? Actually, I want some feedback on that. What do you guys think? Is it the price? Is it just too darn expensive? Is that the deal, or is it that we haven't demonstrated the value in what we do? Or I don't know. What else could it be? Or is it still the whole? It's too confusing. To me, like, I realize there's a lot of things on the screens sometimes, but I believe the way that I see things is it's everything you need and nothing that you don't. I do think that, and you don't need everything all the time. Like, here's a big piece of our puzzle if you are trying to sort through, like, what's the deal with how they work here. Here it is. You don't have to use everything all the time. However, here's the however. You're like, okay, well, I can just take them off. No, it's if you're driving in your car. Let me ask you this: do you need windshield wipers? Question 1. Do you need windshield wipers on your car? So if the first one is you say yes, and say, okay, so, but you only need them when it rains, right? You only need it in inclement weather. Well, now some cool cars have windshield wipers on the back. Do you need windshield wipers on the back? About on the back. I'll just say on the back. I mean, do you really need a windshield wiper on the back of your car window? Okay, again, we're kind of going forward. Heated seats. Do you need heated seats? Do you need the water sprayer coming out of your windshield wipers? Do you need the radio? How about if you got the kid wagon like we have, do you need all the screens in the back? You see where I'm going with this? There are a lot of things. How many buttons are on your dashboard on your car right now? Do you need all of them? Do you want me to come to your car and take them out?
Double delta eam on the 1.
So I say all that because these things are they're nice to have sometimes, and you need them when you need them, right? Like, you don't need all the reading on certain things on certain days. On a day like today, on a Friday, it's very helpful to have the capacity to read through and see multi-radities and titanic zones and all the fun stuff. It's good to see the masher lines. Do you need them all the time? No. Could I take them off the lower time frame? I think we had an example earlier today where, I was already in a cool play setup, but then the NQ made it easier. It's like, oh, well, it's just an Enigma headshot. You could just take the Enigma headshots and not worry about some of the other items. But The however is when you need it, you need it. Do you need a speedometer? Of course, I think you do need a speedometer because it's the law, right? I mean, you could feel it out, right? You could feel out what the speed limit is, kind of, go a safe speed, but you know how it is. Some people are going to accelerate and break the law and all that kind of whatnot, and the law is there to protect you. It's for safety. But you want to know how fast you're going, so we have a speedometer, right? We have a bars per minute, BPM.
J-hook long eam on the 1.
So it can look overwhelming, just like your car. I mean, honestly, you give somebody who doesn't even know what a car is, somebody from the 1800s comes in, they've been on horse and buggy for a long time, all of a sudden you stick in a car and say, hey, here's how we travel. They're gonna be like, what? And see, that's what happens, I feel like, because most traders are stuck in the 1800s. Right? They're still drawing lines on their charts, and they're like, oh, it looks like it's over. Looks like it's overbought over here, and there's a gap over here. And so maybe it'll do the thing with the thing. So then they come over here and they, it's like going from horse and buggy, and they get into like some really nice, classy car, but it's got a lot of buttons. And they're like, I don't know what this is. Okay, well, kick back, relax. This car goes faster. Look, you're over there like you're running on your horse and buggy. You're like 2 horsepower. Okay, you're running on 2 horsepower. Again, you can get places on a 2 horsepower. You got horse and buggy, 2 horses. Okay, you get in my car. I'm 350 horsepower. All right, I'm going 350 at a 350. Not a Chevy, but I'm a Ford guy. So 350 horsepower. Which one do you want? But it will take a little bit to learn how to drive the car. Okay, take a little bit to learn to drive the car. But then you can take easy play setups. You could, and again, there are certain things you just like, look, to drive your car, what do you need? You need the steering wheel, the gas pedal on the left, gas pedal on the right. On occasion, you might need your blinker, right? The basics. You can use the basics. You can play, just Enigma cadence. You're like, well, which Enigma should I take? Well, how about go watch the Enigma cadence video? Wait until 2, where I mark 2 of them in a row, and then take the next one, right? Play the cadence type of thing. We've got very simple ways to use the tools, and we've got advanced ways to use the tools. I've been doing this a long time. You don't have to use it like me. You don't have to do it like me, but you can get to a point where you can do it like me. And like Plutonium. I think Plutonium, the other day, one of our members, did $59,000 in a single day. He's running off of NQ 4s and 5s. Actually, I took notes on his stuff. Let's talk about, here's an advanced level thing, so stop talking about just the product itself, but I do want feedback on, what do you guys think as far as... Because the thing is we're not as popular as we should be, in my opinion. And I get that trolling all the time. And it's probably because of me. Like, I'm rude. I get it. You're like, oh, I don't like buying from you, Vinny, because you're mean. Okay, well, do you want to be... You concerned with the meanness? Are you worried about mean tweets? Are you one of those anti-Trumpers because he sends out mean tweets? Do you want his results? Okay. Up to you, really. Oh, is this a triple? Is this another triple reversal? Oh my God. Market is just handing out candy on a Friday here today, folks. So I was going to pull this up. My notes from
double delta eam on the 1.
I literally called Plutonium after his $59,000 day because I know how it is. After, like, if you wait,
on the 27.
like tomorrow, I'll forget everything we just did here. I had to go back and watch the tape. So I wanted to catch Plutonium right after his $59,000 day, and he was kind enough to stay up late with me to chat with me. And I was like, man, like, I'm not even doing $59,000. I can learn something. I want to learn something. What are you doing? So here are the notes that I took from him, sizing wise. Let's see. Okay, NQ 4s and 6s. Because I'm like, he's doing something different than me. And he's on the 4s and 6s. I thought that was interesting. So I said, and he said he takes the AOs, which again, we all, love me some AOs, and he does as well. But his Enigma, he's like, I take Enigmas. Okay, well, that's nothing different. But I said, okay, what's your confluence level on the Enigmas? He's using NQ 4s and 6s with a confluence level 1. That was an interesting tidbit for me. So I haven't had a lot of time because it's literally just happened this week, I think a couple days ago, and I've been working on the track test stuff and trying to finalize getting what we're going to do with our code release. However, very cool notes. Confluence level 1s at the extremes. And I was like, define extremes. And he said at Bollinger touches,
Double delta RT.
and I'm like,
on the
oh yeah, that's awesome. Right? You could just use the simple tools to wait until we get outside on the Bollinger touches. He also uses masher touches.
67.
So mashers, all the strategies that we talk about, masher touch. He's like, okay, yeah, we get out here. We touch a masher, and I'm going to look for enigmas and alpha omegas, especially supers. And he's just playing them, and he's playing bigger. So, because like, what's his contract size? 10 to 20 contracts. Now he's almost always at 10, and that's something that I don't do in general because I'm playing down on the low time frames here. Lower time frames, I'm not going to go 10s, immediately. Although you'll see that I get to 10 pretty quick, especially once I'm into my rhythm, right? And once I'm up on the day, I'll move towards that. But he starts out almost always at 10s, and he goes in on 2s and adheres to my stuff where I talk about, don't want to be stop hunted and trading a live account. He's not trading trader funding, prop firm stuff. And by the way, it's not just some fluke, him doing $59,000 in a day. Okay, the guy has been crushing it in our room a lot. Okay, so I massively respect. You can learn from people who are better than you. Just be careful. Don't say you can learn from everybody. Okay, this is a mistake. You cannot learn from everybody. In fact, you can learn what not to do, but don't take everybody's advice. Okay, like Warren Buffett once was in an elevator, and the guy, he was back in the day when someone actually ran the elevators and pressed the buttons for you. And, he's a big, heavy investor. And all of a sudden the guy he's like, oh, how are you, Mr. Buffett? The button pusher turns around to him and says, how are you, Mr. Buffett, this morning? Good. He says, oh man, I saw that stock. I don't know, just throw it out there. Oh, saw this, heard about that Microsoft stock. Of course, I mean, it's not a great example because Microsoft's doing great, but pick a stock, like, oh, some hot stock, whatever. And he's like, how about Coca-Cola? Like, oh yeah, I'm getting into Coca-Cola. Because, I heard that's all the rage. And so Warren Buffett's like, oh, it's great to hear. Okay, awesome. Thanks for pressing the button here today for me.
NQ on the 3.
And he immediately goes to his office and he, calls up his brokers and he says, sell all of my stock shares in Coca-Cola or Microsoft, whatever the guy said at the elevator. Now, why did he do that? Why did Warren Buffett sell everything?
Lower bands touch him on the 27.
Because the guy in the elevator was trying to give advice. Once the guy in the elevator was in, he's like, okay, the dumb money is now in it. I'm out. Okay? Don't take advice from everybody. Take advice from people who are actually good. But provably good. Not the guy who talks a lot just because he talks a lot. Seen a lot of that. Classic ICT.
27.
Alright, you just think he's good. He's not. Couldn't even get on a leaderboard in the Robins. Bro, we showed some of the stuff in the Robins, which we are bringing a lawsuit on. And, 2 of their contests only had 3 people in it. Well, one of them had 3, one of them had 4. Which means that everybody in that contest for that quarter, like, oh, it's a global competition, lots of people in it. Shut up. There's 3 people in it. Nonsense. Be careful who you take advice from. Okay, so why I'm saying that is, I'm not taking advice from everybody here. Y'all got advice, whatever, I ain't hearing it. But if you see somebody who's proved they're doing something different, why not take their advice? There's some people who get mad about advice. I think I was almost giving some advice last night, and I could just tell from well, I already know that. I get that kind of stuff from people. I don't want to teach them. Here's the thing: most intelligent people, most wise people,
touch him on the 27.
They're smarter than me. Okay, because I come out here and I keep teaching y'all anyways. Okay, no, but like a wise person who just cares about themselves and go out there and make their own money, like they're not going to spend time wasting on people who don't want to learn. People who have attitudes, who don't want to, they don't take your pearls as the pearls that they are. If they don't understand your wisdom, don't waste don't waste your time on them. I continue to come out here and waste, I don't want to say waste my wisdom, but you know what I'm saying. Don't be unteachable. Okay? If I'm telling you something, there's a reason, and don't assume that you already know what I'm talking about, because that happens a lot. I usually can read somebody what they know, what they don't, and if I'm giving you information, I'm trying to be nice. I'm not just trying to flex on you. Don't care. Don't care. I actually care about you succeeding. Now, coming back to this whole thing of why would I take advice from a guy like Plutonium? Dude, the guy is proving it on a regular basis, and he's doing bigger numbers than me. I want to learn. Okay, I want to see that, and I'm not so set in my ways as to what. In fact, after he's telling me about it, I'm like, I could see how and why that works. It's even better. And 4s and 6s, so those are going to be bigger plays. Size 10 to 20, which makes sense as to how he could put up those kinds of numbers. After impulse legs, and that's in my wait for it list, isn't it? So, you know, he's not down here, and he kind of said it. He's like, you know, Vinny, the thing, I'm not down there playing around on the 1s and 2s, even the 3s. Now, he says on occasion when the markets get really slow, he'll move over to and whatnot. But he says a lot of times on those days, he's like, I'll just close out the shop. I just won't even play. Smart, right? A guy who just wants to come into the office, make the money, right? And go away, not just to play. That's wise. So I'm going to listen to somebody like that. Those are other things he said to me. Then I asked him, I said, of course, I rehashed and sent him the notes afterwards. I said, did I miss any important items on that one? I know we talked a lot about it. He said masher levels, and of course I told you guys about the masher levels now. But that was covered under extremes. Max contract size, so he'll go 10 to 20. So I said, well, do you go, you know, much farther than that? He says really 24 is really his max. So comfort level up to up to about a 24 tops. And yeah, got some really good information from all that. Yeah, and the fact that, and that was the other thing that I can respect, and a person who is wise, who like can like post the screenshots and be able to walk through and talk through it, being able to explain what you're doing shows, you know, real level genius. And there's a certain type of personality who actually cares enough to take the time to tell you.
Lower bands.
Because I do have other guys who are very successful in our room, but they're not coming out here and they're not going to share with you. I have some of those. Okay, I got some that, you know, are you know, I'll talk about one that owns a business outside of what we're doing, absolutely crushing it in what we do. But he had his reasons for it. But of course, he was using his real name, like Plutonium. I mean, nobody even really knows his real name, right? I mean, obviously we have records on that, but I'm not going to, you know, we're not revealing all that. But this person, you know, had their name out there and stuff, and he was concerned that, well, he's making so much with ALGOBOX, he doesn't want people to, you know, there are people who do harm, you know, to people and do things, and that can be a dangerous thing, and it's smart, especially in an environment like today. So totally get that. So people who are willing to share with you, who are also protective of their nature, I think is smart. But being willing to share like we do in our room, screenshots and showing the things that we do is just awesome. So I don't know why I was going off on that tangent there, but I'll need a little bit more time to get the code release out. And I'm probably not going to spend all weekend doing it because, you know, it's the weekend and it's after the holidays and stuff like that. Kind of need a little recoup from the recoup. Does that make sense? You know, the vacation from the vacation type of thing. So I will not try to over push myself over the weekend, but we'll get back to it next week. I've got the backtrack stuff on Monday, so I don't think it's going to be early week, but into towards the end of next week, we will likely have that release ready for you guys, and I'll do it before the weekend so you guys have the weekend to do the install. And we'll talk about all the extra new features and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm not solid on how this is going to go. I don't know if it's going to be Enigma++. I've heard some feedback back and forth that, I mean, technically we originally built this is a platinum product. So I've got to, it's a full, you know, it's full auto, does all the fun stuff for you. We have part of it, you had, you know, in this, there was, I don't know. Basically, I don't know. I'll tell you guys more next week on what we'll be doing with that. But I will say I would definitely appreciate it if you guys will smash the like button and press the share button. Share it somewhere on social media, even if it's here on YouTube. You got a YouTube account, so go ahead and press share and click post. You can post there on YouTube. Just say love the live streams here, or love live day trading, whatever. Say something, put a smiley face, whatnot. share it out. Would be awesome. Did I miss any questions? Pop the questions and give me some feedback. Again, you guys kind of probably heard what we were talking about there with feedback, but I don't think most people can, like, there's a lot of people who can't afford the product is what I'm hearing a lot of. But yeah, want to kind of hear if that is true. Other people have said it's too cheap. So you guys tell me, is it the right price? Is it too cheap? Is it too expensive? You guys tell me there in the chat. And by the way, if you guys are watching this video later, put it down in the comments here today, because we are going to be making some decisions around that type of stuff here. Looking for potentially some financial partners to offer payment plans, particularly. I don't know. Basically, I don't know if I need to waste my time with that for folks. If they want to do it, great. I don't know what I don't know. I know trading, I know code, pricing of stuff and marketing and all that. I don't know. Let's see. To be fair, most of the people here do want to learn.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Let's see. Publish those notes in the room. Yeah, I can do that. Also, what kind of stop? So standard stops. Stops behind dots, box crosses, ready DDs. And if you can tell, if you look at Plutonium's P&L, you can tell he's closing out. There are people who I can tell that don't. They're like overly smooth equity curves. Those are ones generally holding too much heat in general. And yeah, I mean, it's going your way and it's kind of nudging its way up. But generally, when there's no, I don't always say none. Let me pull up mine maybe. Let's today. Okay. So here's me today. You can kind of tell it was feeling out the market there in the first section. It's like, and then boom, then we called our cadence, right? That was that awesome. We got that Titanic zone move, right? But then, decent dip-ish. I don't know how to explain it. I'd have to see. Basically, I can read P&Ls. I can tell how they're trading with it. Plutonium's is not one where he's closing out positions. If it ain't working, behind the dot, behind the box, behind the cross, closing out position. But really riding bigger plays, holding them for a little bit longer. But it's not too long on NQ because he's also exclusive to NQ. I should say that he uses ES as a guide, and he only has the two instruments there. He's got ES as the big picture guide, and then he's executing all NQ. All NQ through and through. But as far as, the way to play our system, Enigma up, Enigma down, really just depends.
DCDM NQ on the 3.
Yeah, so we've, I want, I don't even know what I want. Lose big, win bigger. Let's see. ALGOBOX is cheap. It's too cheap. Good price. Great price. I think it should be at 3K at least. Agreed. But payment plans. That's where I've kind of come to the conclusion of, am I right though? And I don't know if I'm right, right? I know when I'm right about things, but I also know when I don't know. Okay. And this is a spot I don't know. So I'm definitely open for feedback. If any of you awesome marketer people, I got a finger on the pulse of people, a lot of people that are not nicer than me. If you guys want to help me out, you're like, I'm not helping you out. It's funny. It's always the Christians who don't want to help me out. Isn't that funny? You don't act like a Christian, Vinny. Yeah, that's the point. I love to rub this point in that I don't act. God's not looking for actors. I'm just a person. He did the work. You know what I'm saying? I am just a wretch who is thankful that he did what he did. He died on the cross for me, and that's awesome. He was perfect. I'm not supposed to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not. He was, thank goodness.
62.
All right. But you know what's funny? It's those same people who are like, Vinny, you got to give grace. You're going to give. Those people will not give me grace. I'm going to let that sink in for just a second. Those people, I'm talking to you, Christian guy who tells Vinny he's not a Christian, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't act like that guy. You, I'm talking to you. You want me to act. Guess what you're not doing? You're not acting like a Christian. You don't extend me grace for the attitude that God placed in me, the confidence that God put in me to deal with people like you on the internet, to keep driving forward when I keep getting slapped around and my family threatened by you idiots, ICT students and other F-tards, and the people who backstab me like Mike Schwartz and all of the idiots. He made me hard. Okay? And so when I talk at you and you get all offended and you cry to your mommy and lay your head down and wipe your tears in your pillow, but I'm going to remind you, it's you who don't extend someone who's had to put up with all the shit that I put up with. You don't give me grace. So in your face, Harold. There you go. Give the grace you expect me to give. Check the log in your own eye before you look at the speck in mine, bro. All right. Let's see. If you're right, subscription is similar. Providing tools. Honestly, if I did get the special at Christmas, I may not have purchased. Oh, and why? So tell me, Mike Thompson, did you mean you may not have? Wait, let's see. If I did get the special, I think you mean if I didn't get the special at Christmas, I may not have purchased because of the price, right? Is that right, Mike? You're good. Maybe you're good. Maybe you're a good example here on this. So it's the price, right? It's too expensive. Yes. Mr. Thompson, would you mind? Like, what is too expensive, and what would you be willing to pay for a product like this? Just curious, from a standpoint where you're at. Again, it's just people's opinions.
Lower bands.
A 6-month payment plan's okay. Yeah, maybe that's it. But to be able to offer all the cool stuff that we have here, like people said, well, you should just price it where your competitors are. Dude, there is no competitor like us. Look around. All the other stuff is turd. They're like, what about Jigsaw? Jigsaw, yeah, they sell their product for, $2K. They go on sale for $1,700. Okay, but it's a turd. It's a turd. It's an absolute turd.
Speed of NQ.
What are they? A 3-feature system that's a suck, right? But they got lots of people buying that nonsense because it's the price. Oh, well, it's a price. I don't understand why people value things at price. I don't understand that. And again, I'm wired different.
Double delta NQ on the 3. Fib.em on the 1.
More options on the payment plans. Yeah, so give me some options like what? 12 to 24? Ooh, a 24-month plan. Okay, yeah, I see some of that. $199 a month. Yeah. Yeah, so basically you guys will start to see, as we drop the Enigma. So first, I'm dropping the Enigma. Like, drop the Enigma pack, whatever, and it's just everything drawing on your chart. We'll have a price point for that.
Double delta
for most people. And basically, Enigma and that other stuff will be sold separate. I think, is what's coming.
Double delta 7. Fib.em.
And possibly under a different name. Still working on names. Got some pretty cool ones. Let ChatGPT tell me some pretty cool names. So kind of run through some names with you guys. Give me some feedback on the nameage.
Double delta em on the 4.
AI is getting scary, man.
Speed of NQ66.
Yeah, I'll post them there in Discord. Yeah, so here's my question around the whole software as a service thing. So I know that my product takes time to learn, and if somebody, if somebody just buys a product, they'll just start trading live on month one. It's just the nature of the beast. If somebody's like, I'm gonna pay, if it's just straight monthly, right? They'll be like, and it's not that I want traders to succeed. I guess here is my conundrum. What do I want? Is I want traders to succeed more so than I'm like, I want to maximize how much the company's making. Like, I literally want to be known as the guy who made badass traders. How do I do that? What is the
Lower bands touch NQ.
Because I'm not just out here just to brag and show about me. If I cannot recreate little me's or bigger me's, like, look, I love that I've done some. Like, I know for a fact, Plutonium, another couple of guys who that don't want to be named. They literally are anonymous because they don't want people to know how much they're making. But I want, like, when people into the future are like, this badass trader, what did he use? And they're like, oh, he's an ALGOBOX trader, right? He came through the Vinny Emini mentorship program. That's what I want my legacy to be. I created badass traders. If I throw out a $99 a month plan, well, it didn't work for me. I used it for a whole month and it didn't work. And I'm literally telling you, I think it personally takes 40 days to learn it, just to get the nomenclature. You've heard the videos long enough to do it. People just rush through. They want to press the button. I get it. You want to rush through and press the button. I understand. And there are certain strategies and setups that can do that for you. And full auto's crazy, but you need to have account size. There's all these different things that you have to learn. But they won't learn it in a month. And they'll fail in month one and they're done. Right? It's just the nature of the beast. Yael says, he said, read it. Okay, let me read that. First, right, Vinny,
on the 3.
an easement in payment with a boot camp. See, with the boot camp in trading, to follow the Vinny method, to be Vinny disciple and let the boot camp basically reimburse the payment. Okay, can you be specific with that now? Here's the thing. That's I love it. I know you've thought through this, okay, but you need to translate that to me. Like, help me out. This is a project manager response. This reminds me, I'm getting PTSD right now from project manager. Like, okay, now I want the details. Okay, be specific. Like what? Like, give me a detail. What price? Right? Like, do you charge for the boot camp, or are you saying give a free boot camp?
On the 89.
Right? And if it's free, people don't put any value to it. I've proven that out. And it's not that they don't put the value to it, it's that because they don't put the value into it, they won't do it well. And then I strike out on my whole point and purpose. I want to make badass traders. But I can't make you a badass trader in a 30-day, 30 days, I'm awesome. Bro, you can barely get your PC. Most of you people don't even have the PC that you need to start. Like, you gotta get your PC delivered. You gotta set up your desktop and your workspace. And then y'all will still set up things that I tell you not to do. You're like, oh, I'm using my laptop in my
Double delta NQ
on the side of my bed. Okay, so you don't take yourself seriously, but you want me to take it seriously. It's weird. Okay, it takes you time, so
63.
120 days, and everybody's different, right? I give an estimate that 120 is right. It's about 4 months, but most traders will start pressing the button on month one. You just can't stop them, especially now because there's trader funding, right? Trader funding has changed the game. Trader funding, like, they'll just, I'll buy 20 accounts, and if some of them don't work out, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, look at this NQ move. Is it going to come back up? Is it going to come?
Double delta EM on the 2.
Is this, it might get all the way back to the, is it going to go all the way to the gold line again? They're just marching this thing up. Remember how I told you, like, slow it's going to go? Are they just going to keep it going? Gold line is about another... I'm all one-handed this over here. I'm like kicked back and Got my feet up, chatting with you guys.
61.
Let's see,
Double
where's
delta
the-
NQ on the 3.
Maybe shouldn't be less than 2K. We're at 10K. Probably notice a decrease. It says, yeah. Yeah, and again, I'd love to make it available to anybody, but I just the price point value, like, I don't think, you know, not everybody can, actually everybody can trade now. That's the other thing. It's really interesting to me is that it used to be that, you know, trading's not for everybody. Well, actually now it kind of is, isn't it? You guys disagree with me? Because now that trader funding is out there, it's literally made it affordable for everybody? Or am I just thinking of that wrong? Is that a weird way to look at things?
Speed of NQ 55. Speed of NQ 55.
Yeah, the casino's open now. The casino's open to everybody now. It's so true. Yeah, oh, and that's the other thing, George. So I kind of did learn that, I think, through this whole process of sorts. And so I basically want to make this next change and be done with it. Does that make sense? Like, whatever we do now, it's like, it's going to be one and it's going to be done. Does that make sense?
NQ on the 3.
And close. Thank you very, very much.
Double delta.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 26,000. Come on. I'm just sitting here chilling. And she goes right up to my gold line. I punch in on this ready up, and we close out like a freaking boss. Like a boss.
On the 1.
This is just getting too easy. It's just getting too easy. It is just getting too easy.
Delta team on the 2.
Yeah, affordable doesn't mean profitable. Exactly. And that's why it's like, oh, I bought Jigsaw because it was more affordable. Y'all are pretty, they act like we're the same. We're not the same. Oh, but maybe that, and that's a problem on me, right? Obviously, I have not demonstrated that this is different. And, you know, I take ownership and responsibility of that.
Speed of NQ 64. Fib.em on the 1.
But they do want the monthly subscription. Yeah, and they also want to be profitable, right? But I'm like, it's going to take you a few months to do it. So I'm working on that. But yes, George, here's the next thing. I'm not going to be doing massive discounts anymore as we go forward. I'm going to put it at a price point, and then we're just going to leave it. And then we're going to focus on trading and making great traders. Trader fundings have changed the game around this. We also don't have to worry about as many people pressing the buttons like I used to be concerned with, because, you know, Enigma, live accounts, you know, butterfly effect, blah, blah, blah. Trader funding programs changed all that. Trader funding programs have made it so, yeah, pricing is a really hard problem to solve. Do you make it affordable for many so you raise the D value and subsequently fail? Exactly. A higher hurdle. Yeah, because then the people who can afford something higher, generally they will, like, they're, how do I say it? Like, they're used to educating themselves. They'll take the time to educate themselves. They'll take the time and they will do the things that's necessary to succeed. And then the ones who cannot afford it, who do get, at the same time, this system makes it so that you kind of can. But then that's a different type of focus. And the way that I trade, you know, I'm trading with size and all that kind of whatnot. Like, I really have to do more demonstrations of small account challenge things and whatnot. It's like, I don't have enough arms and, you know, tentacles to do all that, I guess. But I'm hoping maybe some other people step up with that, which is where I'm hoping that as we open up the affiliate program next week further, again, we have the affiliate program right now, but it requires you know, the whole code thing. And we've gotten a lot of feedback from real affiliate people who are like, I would do the affiliate thing if you had cookie tracking and knowing that if I sent somebody for a 2-week free trial and they bought it you know, within that month or a month later that I get credit for it, regardless of whether they put the code, then I'm in. Cool. So I have created that. Well, I'm working on creating that. It should be set up by Monday or Tuesday next week, according to Backtrack guys who had calls with yesterday. And we've got things paid for and set up to connect to our payment providers. But now there's like technical stuff that they have to set up for the individual products themselves. But once I do it, like, then I don't want to touch it. So this is why I'm kind of asking around and getting, you know, as much feedback as I can around price pointing and competitors. I did think about this. What do y'all think about this? Hold on. Let me pull up my phrase. Here we go. I know y'all probably been zoning out because I'm just talking about stuff y'all don't care about, but tune in for me for 1 second. I had an idea the other day. What do y'all think about this? Let me find it. Okay, something like, y'all help me with the phrasing, and maybe I should just ask ChatGPT for this. But you know, what y'all's phrasing around it? This is what.
Delta team on the 2.
And I'm gonna botch this, but it was basically like, why pay more when you can pay less for the best, or better products, or I don't know what to say. It's like, why pay more when you pay? Because basically, I'll go, like, look over there. Look at these turds. I'm gonna show y'all some turds. Okay, let's talk about it. So it start out with the why pay more when you can pay less and get more. Why pay more when you can pay less and get more? I don't know, something like that. I need to figure out what the phrase is, because here's the deal. I'm gonna show y'all our competitors. You want to see the competitors? You see what you're like guessing between?
Double delta E.
I said guessing between, but here's Pedophile Pete over here at Jigsaw.
Enigma short on the
he's not in any of his videos. He puts his pawns out there now. But Pedo Pete heading off and hiding out in Thailand now sells this turd of a product.
Double delta E on the 4.
And let's see, products. Where is it? Didn't he have a try buy button somewhere on here? There it is, try buy.
Speed of NQ52.
So turd or triple turd. Interesting. So the thing is I want people to take it serious, and maybe they've figured out, maybe that's the price point. Let's look at Warrior Trading, who doesn't even have software product, but he's got a smiley face. Just trust me, bro. I'm a nice guy. Look at me. I'm a nice guy from Ohio, wherever he's from. Education only. Where's this pricing? Price and feature comparison. Nope. $39.97 for no software, no nothing, just education and a freaking simulator. What? So I don't know. Maybe I just go out and compare it, like under price. Like this guy's at my price. We actually had to spend 10 years coding some shit. You're at 12 years now. My goodness, it's crazy. Why pay more when excellent costs less? Ooh, I like that. Hold on, guys. I gotta start. I'm saving y'all's phrases. So like. But yeah, so the last one was NinjaTraders. Hold on, NinjaTraders is probably more closely to what we do. Okay. NinjaTraders. Start your journey now. Oh, the journey, people. Do I have to use the word journey? Oh my word, are y'all gonna make me use it? Do I have to use the word journey? Is that what people want? I'm gonna go on my journey. I heard on Twitter. I gotta go on a journey. Oh my word. Say journey one more time. They have...
YM54.
There you go. Best sellers, maybe. I don't know. They sell things individually, but yeah, here's their packs. Okay, so their pack plans, obviously they've done some kind of homework. People will pay $14.97 for turds, apparently. So $14.97. Like, what is it? Like, you get...
Fib.em on the wall.
Let me ask you guys. Would you buy this stuff for $14.97? But it's like, we either make it an absolute no-brainer. I don't know. Basically, it looks like these are the price points, right? It's like everybody else is at $14.97. Nothing full auto. Nothing cool. Nothing cool. You get this pedo fool. And, yeah. Can't wait to see what the Trade by Matt platform is going to cost. Oh. those turds. They've got things coming.
Double delta and
yeah.
3.
No, what they've done to me, unfair, rude, disgusting, and I cannot wait to make fun of his platform when he releases it. Okay. Oh, look at that beautiful moonshot. Whoop. Super moon down, moonshot up. Did a little bit too easy. All right, so basically, yeah, but I think basically this will be like full auto. But full auto is probably going to be higher. I mean, full auto, it's got to be around 5K. It just has to be. And I really don't think that you should be doing full auto if you can't afford 5K. I don't know. That's my whole thing. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I need the feedback. Let me save some of y'all's phrases. What did y'all say one of those cool phrases was? It was like, you go into the room when you want to be triggered? Which room did I miss? Oh, Trades by Matt. Vibes, vibes, vibes. It's vibes, guys. Vibes. Vibes, vibes, vibes. How's the vibe in here, guys? Vibes. Why settle for expensive and complicated when value feels this good and is this fun? Whoa, man, that's a good one. I'm copy pasting these. Outperform the market, not your budget. Elite trading performance shouldn't cost more. Superior trading algorithms, superior returns, surprisingly less. Man, you guys are coming up with bangers. You guys can be my marketing department. Actually, that's the cool thing about it, is this is what I'm hoping for. As soon as I, because I'm not good at this, obviously. I'm over here like, oh, all I can do is trade and code. That's it. And I know a little bit about the Bible. A little bit.
Double delta em on the 1.
They're not buying the product, but the pitch. Most are shallow. Yeah. And I'm a terrible pitch man, let's be honest. Why settle for expensive when valuable feels this good? Man, you guys come up with such good ones. Oh, but my point was, when we get the affiliate tracking set up, you guys can go and put out your cool phrases like that, and hopefully our price matches that. Because that's the other thing. It's like, I joked before, I guess the best phrase was, ALGOBOX is awesome, but it's too darn expensive. So make sure you use my discount code, right? Because that's it. It's too darn expensive for most people. But if I did set it, here's what I'm concerned with: drop the price so much that anybody can afford it, but then they're not going to do what's necessary, and then they fail, right? And of course, then again, like, these guys don't care if they fail. Like, these guys, Mr. Ross the boss with the super, shiny, happy face. He doesn't care. But it's like, I want to care. I want to be different. That's my version of being a Christian. I actually care. I actually care. I actually want people to succeed, but I know what it takes. I literally would have to drill sergeant you to do it. I would literally have to go, I'm your coach, and scream at you, tell you when your poop stinks. I paid you, man. You gotta be nice to me. Yeah, well, I gotta get the whole, like, you're paying to get beat up to do the right thing. To be a badass trader.
Double delta eam on the 1.
I'm gonna have to do things you've never done before, and you're gonna have to get yelled at like you've never been yelled at before. Yeah, the small potato people that had it, yeah. How much was ALGOBOX back in 2017? It was about 5 or 6K. But that was back when people actually had to run up accounts. So let me talk about this, because I've recognized, like, trader funding has changed the game. It literally is putting the small guy in. So it's like, I want the small guy to have a better chance to succeed. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, it's trader funding that's changed everything, in my opinion. Right? And who's the best out there? I mean, I don't care about what anybody says. Apex is still the best. Like, out of all of them, Apex is the best. So use Apex. Use, code ALGOBOX. Get you some Apex. But trader funding has made it affordable for everybody. You don't have to have a $5,000 account and run it up anymore. Now you can, you can, for $5,000 you can buy, 20 accounts. So because that has changed the space, I mean, how many day trading YouTube channels are there now? I went out there the other day, like some I had never even seen before. It was insane. I was like, who are all these people? What are they doing? And they're all like selling some turd. Most of it's education. It's just crazy. There's just too much. But yeah, anyhow, like, we're the best. I looked around. Like, I'm not just patting myself on the back. I'm looking and I'm going, bro, we're the best. We're obviously the best. Then again, it's obvious to me, but why it's not obvious to everyone else? And it is because, like, we're in a society where, well, Vinny offends and he's mean. So, look, fine, don't buy it from me. Buy it from an affiliate. Somebody who's nicer than me. You guys obviously come up with way better phrases, but let's get you guys paid. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to launch the affiliate program beginning of next week. I'm going to figure out where we're going to go with the price point. I'm open to it. So if you guys want to give me feedback, feel free to send me a DM in Discord. If you guys got really cool phrases, please send me those in DMs as well. I will save them and look into it, especially those of you who are in affiliates and you want to, promote. And by the way, you don't have to have a following. Like, did y'all know that the biggest affiliate for Apex is making $300,000 to $200,000 a month and doesn't even have a Facebook, YouTube, or any presence online? Now, that means that he's really good with making landing pages and using Facebook ads and Google ads to direct traffic to them, and tells the story well in some kind of written format, maybe follows up, does email marketing. Who even knows what the guy does? I don't know his whole thing, but I'm looking at his numbers. I'm like, that guy's doing 200 to 300,000. Heard Mikey Schwartz, he's talking about doing $15,000 a month in that was just for one of the trader funding programs that he promotes. Crazy numbers. But we have the best product, but we don't have the best spokesman. That would be me. Okay. I'm a turd, and I just got to own that. So let's go. Yeah, send me some. I literally want to save all these, so I'm going to leave this up here for a minute while I grab all of y'all's awesome vibes and veneers. Yeah, I gotta say his veneers are pretty cool though. I'm a little bit jealous of his smile now. Like, he's got a really cool set of veneers, man. Like, I don't have bad teeth, but I do have a chip on my left tooth from basketball nonsense a long time ago. And yeah, like his grill looked so bad before, and then all of a sudden he got his veneers, and it's like, hey. Doesn't he change his entire face? So good for him. You're gonna be in front of the camera. Go ahead, get your veneers on. ICT got his veneers too. ICT got hair plugs, veneers, and eye lift, and a jaw implant. So that's crazy, right? How much does ICT charge? He was charging $2,300. So he would charge you $150 a month for 1 year, tell you had to stay the whole year, blah blah blah, and then a conversion fee at 3. He did the whole thing. So it's about $2,300. He was charging people about $2,000 for his mentorship. $2,300. If you wanted to go into his, what did he call it? Because it's like you charge $150 a month, but then to be his, I don't know, whatever his lifetime thing is called. What does ICT call his Muppets? Charter member, that's it. Yeah, become charter. It's a $300 charter conversion fee. So he went from right about 2K and the extra $300 out of him. Now you're charter. Access to my forum, where I lie to you every single day. You get to tell people you're a charter member. Just trust me, bro. Why settle for overpriced, underperforming when our software delivers value, better results, and a whole lot more fun? Wow, holy cow, Chris. This man right here coming up with the best prices ever. Yeah, you guys are way better at this than I am. So I am open to setting our price point somewhere in there, but Enigma is coming off. It will not be in there any further. It was supposed to be by tomorrow, but because of backtrack, I keep calling it backtrack. It's called track desk. So track desk will be getting up there. He said service speed. Yeah, good, cheap, fast pick 2, right? When excellence costs less. These are so good. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, they actually do spend it, but you know, they've got it at a price point where it's like it's not the end of the world. They're like, oh, it's $1,400. I've spent $1,700. It's not the end of the world price. But yeah, demonstrated value. Anyhow, I'll keep coming out here demonstrating value. We will do, I'm going to try to do some small account stuff and maybe do the whole like 20 account challenge type of thing in the beginning of the year here after we get past the January and our release and all that other kind of stuff. I'll kind of show the everyday Joe where if you are working full-time job and you're going to trade before you go to work, what can you do before work? What can you do with like, what if you traded on your lunch break? I think we might do like a lunch break series. Like I do maybe a few weeks of, all right, how much can I make at lunch? Like 1 hour lunch break, small account. Can I make like, can I make $250 to $500 at lunch? Can I make $250, $500 before work with, you know, just a couple contracts, not getting crazy. But I got to figure out how I can balance that with my normal trading because, I mean, daddy's got to trade, you know what I'm saying? But a few more demonstrations around some small account stuff I'm going to try to do here for you guys. I have been absolutely crushing it now over the last few months with the updated systems, especially because of the Ready Up. So I'll be honest, it's a game changer. Ready DDs have been insane. You guys agree? Like, the super on all the other stuff is insane. Getting something super powered. So rather than four-figure days, I mean, like I'm hitting 5-figure days on a regular basis. So done quite well, blessed, and it's time for me to return it to the community and let the community. I want people to succeed. I want them to have that financial freedom, and I can't guarantee it. Obviously, I can't press the buttons for everybody. But if people have a chance to succeed, it would be with the best tools, in my opinion. I want to put it at a price point where people can afford it, at the same time not disrespect it, and to respect it to the point where they take the seriousness that it requires to become a great trader, not just a good trader. At the same time, yes, I'm happy to start with, get you, I want people to be profitable, obviously. But then I want to build great traders. I want to build the best traders. So that's my goal. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Launchpad, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, Eddie B, and the rest of the gang, I am sending out Big H-Town. See ya! Art team. Show them how it's done.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance, but the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, They're nimble. They can trade. They can use. They have better front end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us.
Double delta
You just
and
play
Q
the
on
game.
the 3.
Rewind.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Delta 5 loading. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. One down on 3. Order filled. Target filled.
Lower bands touch EM on the 27.